Oh. I don't see how we can make bigger enemies.
To be offended or frightened of everything.
So you've become like the sort of Tony Scarface of podcasting.
Master Live.
Hello, welcome to the morning show on a Wednesday. My name is Phil Balabanos. You can find more about me at balabanos.com. That's all I'm gonna say. You gotta go there, see what's going on, see what I got, see what I can got for you. Makes no sense. The man in front of me, George Andrizos. George Andrizos, host of many a podcast. I didn't say hit podcast, just podcast. There's the Backstage podcast where he talks to people in the public influence. There's Car Ride Karaoke. That's not what it's called. What is it called? Car Ride Conversations, where George gets some of those same people in his car. His wife is driving. His kids are there. It's super awkward. Everyone doesn't know what to say. And then he just touches their thighs. There's also Just Us Dads. It has just as much thigh touching as you would expect from three grown men in a basement. The Poseidon 6'9" producing the fuck out of this show and encouraging his friends and family to commit tax fraud. Why?
Because fuck the government.
Attaboy. Nonconformist Sidon over here. Anti-establishment Sidon producing the show. Still blonde, still creepy. Can't get used to it. Patreon.com/Pantelis. That's where you can get all the early access to the things that happen here. Such as...
In Bed with Poseidon.
He plugs his own fucking show every time. Son of a bitch. No respect for the man in charge.
I mean, you asked me.
Patreon.com/Pantelis, where you can get early access to shows and audio, and there's bonus tapes, and you can support everything that's going on here. Also, PantelisComedy.com, where you can find tour dates, archived episodes. That episode where Poseidon shit himself live in a plastic bag, it's still up there. You just gotta find it. Also, throwback, shameless plug, you can also watch This Just Thing, which we don't make anymore. And some mornings I wake up and I go, I miss This Just Thing. And others I don't, because it was a lot of fucking editing. George, there's a lot of news today, so we're gonna jump right to it.
Yes, before we get into it, I just want to say,
again?
no. Oh. I want to be George's passenger princess.
Okay.
He doesn't understand flow.
As long as you wear
No, I do.
Barney.
I'm just a piece of shit.
Is that's Barney on your shirt?
Yes, it is.
He understands flow because when he's in your car, he's dripping.
Wow, it's flowing.
I just inhaled it.
I can't believe you said that.
I was trying to make like a slurp sound and I just inhaled the water.
I know you tried to not make it sound gay, but it came out
No, it sounded
gay.
as gay as I intended it to be. And there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, you're both consenting adults. If you guys want to drive around bare-chested, covered in baby oil, rubbing each other's thighs, in Brossard, of all places, bro's hard, bro.
Well, not with baby oil. It's gonna ruin the seats.
Yeah, it might.
Weird.
Oof, weird. Okay,
weird.
let's. How about we get started?
Yeah, let's just get into the news.
Yeah.
Is it public? Have you made public that you're working on a website?
Well, he just did now.
Was it supposed to be a secret?
Son of a
Was it a
bitch,
secret?
George.
Yeah.
Get out. Get out.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay, yeah. Well, obviously, he's become so big now that he needs
it
a
has
place.
It has nothing to do with that.
No, it's okay. You're a lot bigger than you were 5 years ago. At least 15,
In
20
size,
pounds.
you mean?
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm skinny.
No, he is thinner. Actually, he is.
Sorry, I hope I didn't ruin a big surprise that you had. I think it's. I think
I
it's
mean,
cool.
it's not a
Well,
big
it wasn't.
surprise.
It
He
wasn't,
just-
it wasn't even meant to be a surprise. I just didn't want to say anything until I. was
Like, you
ready.
know when your when
It's
your
good,
wife
'cause
was
now people
pregnant,
know about it, so
when your
they're
wife was
anticipating.
pregnant, the
Yeah.
first 3 months you didn't say anything.
I don't think we waited 3 months.
No?
No.
Why?
That's because George chose to ignore the fact that she was pregnant. It was like, there's no way. I
George,
got
why
this.
are you hitting me again?
You know, what's the thing with the 3 months? It's a cultural thing, right?
Oh, is it?
I think so.
I thought it was
I
just
don't.
like you don't say anything for a while until you know
Yeah,
everything's okay.
in the Greek culture, like people that I know that have been pregnant, like with right away, hey, we're pregnant. I think they do it because that 3 month window is like the safety net. We're past that.
I
Pretty
mean,
much.
before 3 months, you're in like a high infant mortality.
anything might happen. You might get a miscarriage or whatever.
mean, yeah.
Anything could happen. So
She might fall down the stairs accidentally.
again and again.
Multiple
Repeatedly.
times a day.
so what are they afraid of? Are they afraid of announcing to people that they're pregnant and then
I
oh
think
shit,
it's
no,
like
we
a-
lost it.
like
There's
a-
nothing
it's a
wrong. I mean, it
superstitious
happens.
thing,
Yeah.
I don't want to get into this now. It's a random segue. Take off your headphones. I'm right in front of you.
Yeah.
Let's
get
so Poseidon
started.
is we're making a little website for Poseidon so you can have all his stuff in one place. When that is ready, we will. Yeah, that's not going to work, George. We will definitely plug it here for him.
Yes,
instead of his weird link tree.
I think
what-
Linktree is nice.
No,
Yeah,
it is
link-
nice.
no,
it's
Linktree-
fine. But if you
Linktree
have a
is good.
website, it's
Do
simpler. to
websites
get-
still work? I mean, do people still visit websites?
I think so.
Yeah?
I mean, especially if you're a restaurant. If you're a restaurant, yes.
Yeah, because you have your menu and that information.
My
but
website,
I,
I
mean,
still get quite a lot of
Yeah,
traffic.
I haven't even checked my numbers.
That's why I built that, like on my website, which you can go and see yourself. There's like a landing page that has just all my social links at the bottom, and it's before you enter the site.
Right.
You can just grab what you need and move on. Mostly, I built it because sometimes I need the links and I want to get them fast. I could have made a document, but whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like today, like if Poseidon, they're gonna go on Instagram or Twitter or check him out on Facebook. I feel that's always the first.
I mean, I googled his name last night looking for photos.
oh shit!
Because I needed photos for the website, and I wasn't sure where I had saved a lot of stuff because I take photos of him all the time.
Well,
right?
I have some.
Most
from,
of them are like not portfolio-worthy shots. They're like the Poseidon equivalent of in flagrante.
Are you googling yourself?
No.
Okay.
You can't just write Poseidon because then you just get statues.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to write Pantelis Poseidon. There's some terrible photos of him on the internet.
Shit.
Yeah,
There are?
some pretty hilarious photos. Not terrible, but like just fucking.
What do you have to Google?
Pantelis Poseidon.
Why would you like? You've never Googled yourself?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
Anyway,
Images.
Poseidon. What?
Oh my
Nonsense,
God!
What nonsense are you writing in the fucking chat? Forget the fact that he's 100% right, like he nailed it. But you gotta remember, it doesn't say Poseidon is writing. It
I'm
says
gonna- I'm-
Pantelis comedy. Just open your phone and comment as yourself.
Sorry? Oh, no, but then it takes too much time.
Too much time.
Oh,
Brain
there's
power
me
needed.
flexing my biceps.
Yeah, there's a lot
Oh,
of
there's me
stuff.
eating at the bordel.
no
Wow.
surprise.
I like that it's him shirtless and eating. Those are the first two things you found. Yeah. Where are we starting the news?
Oh, there's the Christmas episode.
That's
Let's
enough.
start. Let's start off by just a follow up with a story that we spoke about last week with the Prime Minister of Norway. It's Norway, right? Where she was caught
No,
dancing.
Finland, no?
Finland. Sorry,
Yeah.
Finland.
I mix up those Scandinavians too.
She was dancing, and we're not going to repeat the whole story.
She was
We're
being-
okay
she was-
with
she
her
was-
being herself. There
Hey,
was no.
Girls just want to have fun.
Oh, this dumb broad.
No pick.
okay.
We didn't pull anything up.
No.
Oh, okay. Because he looked over there.
No, I looked at you guys.
You're such a malaka sometimes.
So there's all these things that came up in Finland. There's all this pressure for her to resign because apparently it's not prime ministerial to be partying alone in your house
that.
with your friends privately. I mean, they had consumed some alcohol,
if she
but other
was
than that, it
fucking
wasn't bad.
ugly,
Yeah.
if she was fucking 40 pounds overweight and ugly,
You'd be okay
they'd
with
be
it?
celebrating
Oh,
her.
they'd be celebrating
Be
her,
like,
okay.
you Yath queen, you're so brave. You do you.
But
But
there's
because she's fucking hot,
But there's all these videos now from all over the world of
Oh, no.
women in high places just dancing in support. Say,
That's
look,
great.
yeah, that's fine what you did. Look,
I
I'm
have
dancing
no
too.
issue
kind
with
of
the
thing.
internet flooded with sexy women
In
dancing.
any case, there's other things that came up this week. There's a picture that was taken in her house. It's not her, so she's not really involved, but it was in her house. These two women kind of kissing and pulling up their shirt.
Oh, damn.
And kind of
Hold
holding,
on.
Yo.
holding up their boobs.
Fuck the White House.
So she had to come out and
What country is this again? The Netherlands.
Finland.
Who did she
Finland.
train under?
Oh,
Clinton?
same difference.
is
All right.
same
What's her name?
I don't know. Just put the new
Sexy
pictures.
Finnish Prime Minister.
Finland Prime Minister, whatever.
Was it on her OnlyFins account?
Only
Hey.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm here all week.
only
fuck
Finns
yourself.
account.
I hate you.
I hate you too.
So yeah, so she had to come out and apologize, even though she has nothing to do with the picture. She was
Who
not
took
in
the
the picture. I don't know.
Maybe her husband has some skin in
Apparently,
it.
from what we know, that her house has become quite the pad, the party pad. You know what I mean?
Hey.
And good for her. Whatever, if that's what she wants
The
to do in her.
fucking Finnish grotto. I like
So
it.
I don't know exactly what the backstory is. I read a couple articles. I think they had gone to some concert and then they just went over her house afterwards.
Just a bit too much MDMA. What?
No, but one of the girls is
Oh,
is
damn.
some known
Yo, throw it up. I
model, I
wanna see
think,
it.
or I don't know what she is.
What does it say on their sign?
It says Finland.
Just- Finland.
Okay. I mean, in case you were wondering where
I
this
think
was
I
happening.
think that oh no, it doesn't. I don't think somebody edited this.
No. She came out and said, "This is in my house."
Oh, these are the two broads. Oh damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, buddy. Like it's that heavy. Sure.
Anyway, so that's the. Yeah, those are the news from Finland, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the haps
some
in
hot
Finland.
girls kissing
Some
in the Prime
beautiful
Minister's
ladies,
house
making out. Okay, I mean,
and
look,
lifting their shirt. Okay.
look. You guys wanted equality.
I
You
wonder
wanted
if it's. I
equity.
wonder if it's the Prime Minister that took the picture. That's an interesting question. Who took the picture? You're in her house.
How do we know it's her house? It's
No,
just
she
a
said
blue
it.
wall.
She said it. She goes, "Yeah, that picture has been
What
taken
a
in my
dumb
house."
bitch. She could have been like, whose house is it? I don't know these bitches.
Because then it might come out that it's her house, and they probably already know the answer.
Yeah, I guess.
You know,
I guess.
so you don't.
I mean, I think this is one of those stories that doesn't need to be discussed. Aside from the fact that it's a fun story.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
just
think
bringing it
there's
up as a
Yeah,
follow.
I know,
who
yeah.
cares? Okay,
Yeah.
so she was partying. She was dancing. Did she do anything crazy? Did she?
No, there's nothing wrong. I'm just
Okay.
saying, look, we're in this trend where possibly every week something's going to come out on this Prime Minister. Who knows what's going to
I
happen
mean,
next week?
I'm all for it. I can't wait till Justin's interracial porno videos come out, where he's the one who makes it interracial.
I was waiting for it. You said it.
What else we got?
Okay, let's go.
I heard yesterday
Yeah.
that there was a fucking Wild West shootout
Oh, shit.
in Montreal's most ooh-la-la borough.
It wasn't the Wild West. It's just, guys, look, the gun violence in Montreal
The gay village.
is
I
no,
want
no,
to say that this story hit me differently.
because it's close to
Because
home or
it's
because you
one
hang
thing
out
when
there.
poor people are getting shot in Montreal North. It's different when it happens where I have lunch.
Yeah.
I know that sounds terrible, but you all thought it.
This was in the parking lot of the Rockland Shopping Center. One guy.
Great place to be if you're a white, prominent podcaster, apparently.
So yeah, so
I'm neither.
two men were killed 30 minutes apart.
Well, they were unrelated. those two
Unrelated.
things, right? Yeah.
Unrelated. But
Yeah, you make it sound like it's a crime spree. Don't be like
well,
the
because
fucking
look,
news.
we don't know if it's unrelated because they were both part of gangs. I read the
Really?
story. Yeah.
Fucking
So,
gang members just hanging out at the pharmaprix.
Look, one of them was in Rockland. The other one was in where was Little Italy? Where was he?
Saint Denis.
On Saint
was on
Denis.
Saint Denis.
It was on Saint Denis.
Not don't be that guy. Saint
Denis.
Denis.
You say Saint Denis.
You might as well call it Pine Avenue.
Saint Denis.
It's pins.
Pins.
It's pins.
Pins.
No, I think it's
yeah,
pretty
Saint
wild that a middle of the day,
In the plateau,
like
yeah.
broad daylight shooting happened at Rockland Shopping Center.
There was
considering
a-
that's
yeah.
where cops hide to give tickets.
I've never seen cops
Yeah, they
there.
hide there all the time. They also they eat their puffs there. Like they go to Lackady and they come around.
Okay. This was like in the middle of the day in the parking lot. Apparently, there's some. He was a member of the Hells Angels or some biker
Just
gang.
for context, the day before this happened, I was parked right there with my daughter. We went for lunch.
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah.
at Rockland on. When did I go to Rockland? On Monday morning. I was there on Monday morning.
there more to
So
that
what does that have to do?
No, that's it. Because you said you were there too with your
I'm just
daughter
saying the day before we were
Yeah.
having lunch there at
So
that
it's
time.
Monday?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Monday. Yeah.
Are
Monday.
you saying you could have gotten shot?
I'm just saying it hits a little closer to home than normal. And it's also TMR, so like
Well, look, it's a big-
even
I
though
didn't
there
care.
are shootings in TMR at least twice a year. Like yesterday when I was googling it, I found from the past 4 years shootings in TMR.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Look, there's violence everywhere. It's just that.
I don't think it's ever happened at the mall.
I mean, no, I don't think so
I'm
either.
sure if you look back, there must have been some sort of
Back when all the Greeks were in Park X,
Event.
I'm sure there was shootings at the
an
mall.
event.
Oh, for sure. Liège shootings also. Liège Park shootings.
Liège is Liège.
Yeah.
TMR is TMR. But I think it's pretty fucked up that it happened. I remember over the summer when I was in Greece, I was watching the news, like following the news from here, and I was like, it's a lot of shootings. But I feel like that happens every summer, and I looked into it. Like I did a little
Yeah.
googling. Every summer we have an uptick. Every summer we have an uptick in gun violence.
Produce. That
It's
came
not
out.
that was a productive sneeze. It's not like an isolated to this year event. Like every summer, as the
It just feels like this year though. It's crazy
when the
because
mercury rises,
Yeah, when
so
the
do the gun violence.
the violence.
I don't know. I don't think Montreal has more gun violence than other North American cities.
I
If
think
anything, it has less.
I think the last years there's definitely been an increase.
I mean, the gang.
There's an instability. I think. Yeah.
It's clear that the lack of control in organized crime is spilling out into uncontrolled gun violence. What can be done, I don't know. I know that fortifying the French language will not help.
No, and we'll get to that in a bit. But before we get there, it's an issue because everyone is talking about it. We know that the police forces are outnumbered. There's the mayor of Montreal. I don't know if there isn't anyone there to occupy these open spots. I mean, we're in a shortage of police officers in Montreal.
Well, aren't we defunding the police?
Hey, what the fuck?
That's the other thing. So
How did that happen?
I don't know because what's her face? Valerie Plante during her campaign said that she was going to put in 250 police officers
On
And-
bicycles.
I don't know where they were going to be, but
In the winter, they're on break, though.
yeah,
They can't.
They're on skis,
Yeah.
cross country skis.
If a police officer pulled me over on skis, I would punch them in the face. I'd be like, fuck off.
I got into an altercation with a
stopped
cyclist.
once with from a
Bicycle?
cop on a bike. Yeah,
Me too. It was the most embarrassing moment of my life.
yeah. I mean, and especially I was in a car.
So was I. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, obviously. Yeah. No, if I was walking, it's not that embarrassing.
Yeah.
It was the first day of the cell phone ban. The
Oh.
very first day.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
on St. Rock going to get coffee, and I was parking, and all of a sudden a bicycle cop, I'm like, and he pulled me over and he ticketed me right in front of all these like Park X bros, and they're like,
yeah.
bro, he's on a bike, kill him. They just, don't be a fake. Just yelling at me. I'm like, what the hell? He's it's still
be
a
a
cop. What do I
fag.
do, George? Don't say that word. It's not allowed.
Oh, you said that.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you said.
Put him in the bag, I said.
Oh, oops, sorry.
Jesus Christ, George.
What happened?
George
Who
dropped
in
an
the
F-bomb.
Oh, he called
Yeah.
people fags.
Yeah.
I also almost got stopped at the beginning of the cell phone ban. I was driving. I can't remember which street. I was going north. I think it must have been
North
Champagne
by
or whatever.
Northwest.
Yeah. So I was driving through Park X and I'm talking on the phone, and I was speeding too
Why does it smell like Sharpie?
because it's a Sharpie.
Is it leaking?
It's a marker, bro.
Yeah, it smells like marker in here.
Anyway, so I was driving and I was going a little fast, and then
That's
I
not a
see
good
the
sign. You may
guy
be
on
getting
his
a stroke.
bike. He was between two parked cars. I don't know what the fuck he was doing.
Pissing.
And he was talking with another cop on a bike, and I saw them turning around. They looked at me. I saw him looking at me, talking on my phone, and I saw him pulling up his hand kind of to stop me, and I just kept driving. I'm like,
What are you gonna do, pussy?
What is he gonna like? What are you gonna run after me on your bike?
Catch me, bitch. I tell stories like my mom, and then I saw. It's fucking. It's adorable.
And then
I thought I had a good cell phone ban story, like the beginning.
That's
but
better.
yours is fucking amazing.
I got the ticket. There was no story to mine.
I
So-
got the ticket, contested it, said it was an iPod Touch instead of an iPhone 1.
The judge. So you mean to tell me you were speaking into an iPod Touch?
No. You know what I said? Hold on.
I'm a crazy person.
No, hold on. I was speeding in a residential area. I burnt a stop sign, mounted the curb, the sidewalk, and I was talking into the phone. And the cop was nice. He's like, "Look, you did all kinds of weird shit." I'm
You're
just gonna give
clearly
you-
talking into an iPod Touch, so you're not all right.
No. I had an iPhone 4 at the time, and he's like, "Look, I'm just gonna give you a ticket for the phone. Just be careful out here." I'm like, "Okay, officer."
You're lucky, yeah.
I was driving like a woman that day, and
I'm trying to swallow my water. Anyways, okay, move
Mark
on.
committed
Move on.
4
Move on.
crimes in the span of 30
That's enough.
So yeah,
So,
back,
bang,
back,
bang,
back
shoot
to
'em
the
up.
story.
What were we talking about?
The guy Rockland
Oh,
was
pew pew. Yeah. Pew pew
was known to authorities. His name was Maxime Lenoir. He's a member of a biker gang.
Was he a white fellow?
Yeah, he was.
like his name. It's a
Yeah,
good name.
Maxime Lenoir. Yeah, he was
Misleading.
Anyway, so he's known. He was a known drug trafficker. That's what it is.
Trafficante.
Apparently, he had made links with South America. He had.
He was industrious.
Yeah, there was a corridor that he had established for the drugs and everything. So
You see fucking people trying to make it in this world, building something for
Yeah,
their families,
man.
and they get fucking gunned down.
yeah, man, it's like international relations.
he
right
dead?
here.
Yeah, he
He's
died.
the guy that got
He
shot.
didn't make
They
it.
both died.
They both died, yeah.
Ah, shit.
And the other guy as well was.
now all
was,
our kids
was
are gonna
well known.
fucking die from fentanyl overdose.
I don't know about that. But,
It's a weird logical
It's true.
jump.
Well, no, that's what happens when there's no actual good path for the drugs to come through.
I'm sure the path
into
is still
Canada.
open. He's just dead.
You make an excellent point.
Thank you.
And
Go
the
on.
second, and the second guy who also died was also known in those circles, and he had been stopped before, and he had also there was an attempt on his life early last year because of drug debts or some stuff like that. So there you have it. This time he didn't escape it this time.
So chalk it up to more gun violence that's gang related, I guess. It's just a crazy. It's weird.
It's crazy because it
I
feels, like,
never
it feels like
felt-
every week there's something happening, and it's
I
bad.
laugh so hard with you. My cheeks hurt.
You're welcome.
I've never felt unsafe here. I mean, I know I'm a guy, and maybe it's a different conversation if you're a woman, but like
No, even if you're a guy, I mean,
I've never felt unsafe. No, but I mean, I don't get catcalled.
no, I get that.
I get catcalled in the village sometimes.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But I've never felt unsafe. Like I've been in cities where I was like, it's sketch here. I shouldn't be in this neighborhood, right? But in Montreal, I don't know. I've never felt unsafe. And then you read stories like this, and you're like, interesting. Maybe I should feel unsafe.
Well, look, I remember times in high school where I had to walk in Park X like at, 1 in the morning, 2. It's pretty scary for like a 14-year-old kid walking in Park X that late,
I don't know.
And I
Park
was
X-
fine because I lived, Jean Talon. I had to cross, there was always some commotion
It's busy,
happening.
yeah.
Like if I were living, like you said, down up in Liège or Danvers, where it's fucking dark and sketchy, and it's like,
Yeah, these things only used to happen in the middle of the night. They'd catch each other outside,
It's
But
because
now
it's a broad daylight shooting in like such a busy
in
area.
a shopping mall.
Yeah.
That's weird, bro. This never used to happen before.
I mean, I feel like it did.
Bring Rizzuto back.
From the dead.
Yes. Well, he's not really dead. He faked his death, but that's besides the point.
That's besides the point. In other Town of Mount Royal related news, George.
Yes.
I'd like to go to that news.
Let's go to that one
I just wanna
because
pull it up
we're getting ridiculous, honestly.
We not we us.
We as a society, I think, not we personally.
I would
me
still
and-
consider them a fringe group. Sorry, I got distracted by reels. Fucking
Yeah, it's a fringe group, man. But
Why
they're
you
there
watching
because
Reels
of
on the show?
Nouvelle Alliance.
yeah, but
What happened to the original Alliance?
No, this is the new alliance.
Where's who was the original?
I don't know.
Was there another Alliance?
I don't know. This is the new
Mouvement de Jeunesse Québécois. Isn't it québécoise? La jeunesse.
No, c'est un mouvement.
Un mouvement. Thank you. You're right. I'm sorry. Indépendance et nationalisme.
That's
I'm
right.
just reading from their Instagram. Esprit latin. Curl Laurentien. That is the dumbest shit.
Yeah, let's who
What
cares
the
about that one.
fuck?
Basically, there's a new group of youngsters
What a bunch
who
of dummies.
are nationalists and separatists
Oh yeah. And
And-
militantists.
and militants.
Also, big fans, if you could pull up the article, of tight jeans.
Oh, let me see the article.
Just Google,
I like tight jeans.
I don't know. What's the article
he
headline
likes
here?
tight jeans.
What's the article?
What does it say?
Just write
Des activistes. What does it
Right,
say?
des activistes, and then Mont-Royal.
Yeah. So basically, if you don't know,
So, yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
you go ahead. You do the
Well,
news.
basically, look, TMR is
Ville Royal.
Town of Mount Royal is a bilingual city. They have that right as a municipality. If you have a certain percentage of English-speaking individuals, that you can make the city, give the
bro,
city
what
a
a bunch
bilingual
of
status.
losers.
TMR has had it for a very long time, even though, and this we're going off topic for a bit.
Context.
Yeah, even though recent statistics are showing that the English language is spoken much less in TMR than it used to before.
Having lived there for 7 years, very few Anglophones.
Yeah.
A lot of Cantonese speakers, Mandarin speakers, and French speakers.
There you go.
There you go. Oh,
So,
and Persian, Farsi.
Yes.
A lot of Farsi.
So, in any case, Town of Mount Royal is probably one of the few, if not the only one that
Westmount too.
Westmount too has it? I
think so.
That has the stop signs only in English. It says stop. But
It
now,
says stop.
yeah, but that's a good point. Now, based
stupid.
given the Bill 101 regulations, they haven't done anything they haven't told the city to take them down or to change them because officially stop is recognized as a French word as well.
Yeah.
No, stupid.
So they leave it they left it there because I think even in France I think the article mentions that somewhere it says stop.
Literally everywhere in the world.
Stop.
Yeah,
Stop.
Stupid.
Stop.
No,
Stop.
Georges, stop. Don't
in
put it there.
Allemagne, stop.
It's all stop.
In Greece, which has different fucking alphabet, stop.
It says stop.
It says stop. It doesn't say anything in Greek. That'd be dumb.
Stamatiste. Yeah.
By the way, I
like-
just want to appreciate Jorge's comment in the chat.
Which one?
La magie de la CAQ, he goes.
The CAC is magique.
Well, I mean, look, we're not going to
We're not
say
there
it's
yet.
because of that there, but definitely when you're passing policies that are fanning these flames of nationalist,
Quebec, you sit.
Fuck your English.
Moi, fuck you, English.
Who wrote that?
No, not fuck you, English. That was Poseidon.
Yeah, that was me.
But I think, first of all, I'll say what I said on Instagram. I wish I cared enough about anything
That's so good.
to don my blackest blacks and go out in the night like a thief and organize something like this. Like, I wish I cared about something that much. But it only proves how stupid people are because
I think they're just bored.
nothing is black and white. These guys think they're like revolutionary freedom
I
fighters.
don't understand. It's like, what difference are you going to make?
I read their statement, not their manifesto, but their
Yeah.
statement saying that we understand that even the OQLF accepts stop as a French word, but the act of resisting switching from stop to arrête in TMR is a sign of defiance against the French culture by TMR, by not conforming. I understand their logic. I still think they're... What camera am I on?
This one.
I still think they're fucking stupid. This is stupid. First of all, if I was the mayor of TMR, I don't know who he is now. It's still Philippe Roy?
No, he stepped down.
He stepped down, yeah. He was making too much money. Anyways, whoever the mayor is, I think they should be charged. We know who they are. They admitted it. They should be charged with reckless endangerment. They're fucking with city signage. Okay?
Yeah.
First and foremost. First and
100%.
foremost.
And the city came
I
out
don't
and said
care
they
why.
never. The city came out and said they didn't formally.
They didn't do anything.
Do anything with the cops because it was going to take too long. So they're like, we just got our public servants out there. They took care of the
I
issue.
mean, TMR can do that because they have a surplus and their own private security.
No, but it's funny because the actual civil servant
The security is a joke.
said that. She goes, "Oh no, it would have led to nothing for us to call the police, so we just did it ourselves and they removed the sign."
But then these guys admitted to doing it.
yeah,
This is clearly an illegal act.
of course.
Okay? But at the same time, I don't think they should be tried or anything, even arrested, because then they'll become martyrs to the cause and it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Now, what have they accomplished?
Absolutely nothing.
Zero. What is their end game? They don't know. Okay? These are just fucking hoity-toity white kids, French-speaking white kids, who have nothing better to do. If you read the comments under the photo, it's it's better than Mike's set at the Bell Center. Okay? Like, it's hilarious how stupid people are.
Like what kind of comments? I haven't read them.
Let's get them. Let's LFG, bro. Let's go. Let's go. Let me pull them up here for you. All right.
This is on their Instagram.
So they
account.
posted this with a manifesto. Dans la nuit du 20 au 21 août, des militants de la Nouvelle Alliance, des militants
Oh, Jesus.
sont allés rappeler à Ville-Montréal qu'elle n'est pas un enclave linguistique. It's so
What are the
sexy.
comments?
What
All right,
the
comment.
fuck are you saying? I'm very upset.
So there's a lot of j'adore, bravo, bravo, merci. Then there's a bunch of Greek people who appear. And they just post to the larousse.fr dictionnaire
yeah.
français that stop is a French word,
Yeah.
which, patrida, bro. Good for you. Force à vous. Well, there's too many like
But look,
English people now.
the point here
Comme
is...
il se doit.
Yeah. The point
Force
here-
à vous, frères québécois.
See, this is the thing.
I love doing that accent when I speak French.
It's not like a random act by some, people that may believe certain things. There's
This
a
is a
movement.
terrorist organization.
It's not a terrorist organization. There's
I mean, hold on. Lesser organizations have been called a terrorist organization.
okay. I don't consider them a terrorist. I mean, they went and vandalized a couple signs, but the
Are they not terrorizing poor old white Jewish ladies?
no, not really.
I think they are.
Look, the thing here is that they're not the only ones that feel this way. You understand? Like there's a huge sentiment in favor of this sort of action.
Maybe.
No, there is.
There's a huge sentiment in favor of more French regulation for the language, right?
Right.
But there's also a giant swath of the population who it gives no fucks.
Yeah, absolutely.
French
I'm assuming-
speaking.
yeah.
I'm not talking about the allophones.
They're probably
and
the bigger percentage.
They are the quiet minority, majority, as usual.
Yeah.
Now,
You know what this looks like to me?
Did you pull up the picture of the best dressed terrorists on the East Coast?
No, I'm going to bring it up in a second. But
His jeans are so tight.
That's what it is. I thought people dress now.
this is so funny to me because it basically looks like the same person arguing with himself, but from the future. And you're from the future, and you look just fed up, like you've had enough, and like you're like fuck it, and you're still like a young whippersnapper. Like,
If anything, it's the opposite because George now, I'm sure after
no,
this,
but
he'll
I mean
bring-
his facial expression.
he's gonna bring up the campaign and he's gonna talk about it like it's a thing that fucking matters.
Okay.
I'm past that. I realize nothing matters. It's all fucking bullshit theater and nonsense.
No, but-
even the language debate, I stand by every statement I've ever made on it. It's not a real debate about language. It's just policy put in place to create these little side stories to keep it's to keep division happening. That's it. They can't solve any of the problems that we need solved. They won't. Maybe they could, but they won't. So they're going to create these other problems. And I'll say it like I said last week. I think I said it on Friday. Even René Lévesque, okay, at the birth
Oh
of this
my
political
God,
movement,
Jorge! I like that. He's so funny.
you're incapable of letting a thought complete. It's
Yeah,
all-
well, what happened with Vivek, yeah?
him too. He's just as guilty because people talk about him like he was some pure version of this movement. He wasn't.
Look, René Lévesque, and who knows how it would have evolved if he were still alive, right? But because he gave birth to this movement, it was much more pure in its essence.
I just saw his comment. Sorry, it was good. It was solid. He was.
I have to say it.
Like it was much more pure in essence, right? It was like, look, we are a different society, and we deserve to be separated from the rest of Canada. Obviously, there were politics there. There was some, obviously, the history with the way that we Quebec got screwed under Justin's father. So there was this sentiment
And
of
under
nationalist pride in Quebec, and there was a lot of people back there, even ethnics, that supported him because they felt that Quebec alone, we can do more and we can be better. It was more angled that way.
Excuse me. What did you call them? Ethnics.
Yeah.
You mean immigrants?
Ethnics in general, yeah, because
I don't like the term ethnic. It's vague. Are we ethnics?
Because everyone's technically an
Ethnic
ethnicity.
something.
It's such a weird.
It's another.
Like, I know what you mean. I know
I know what you mean too. I have the same feeling with the word indigenous because everyone's indigenous somewhere.
Yeah, but when you're here, it's
that's
the indigenous
different, though.
people of here.
Yes, but
That's
no
not
one
the
in
same
Europe
thing.
says the indigenous populations.
Yeah.
Think about it. Except
the
for no,
N
actually
people
no. There's
again.
those weird indigenous Scandinavian people. I forget what they're called. The ones who live north, they're like related genetically to like the Inuit and the
yeah?
Siberian
Oh.
tribes.
Okay.
But like they look like the rest of the Scandinavians. They all look the same. Everyone's indigenous somewhere.
Anyway, so obviously the movement has evolved and it has fringed, right? So you have different groups under that one big umbrella that are either more extreme or less or whatever.
Jorge Rosales dropped $2 dues in the
The
chat.
ethnic and people.
The ethnic and people.
The nice people.
I just find it crazy, because the campaign is going to start this week, and then you have all these
shit.
things now that suddenly are like, I don't think it's random, right?
All these things that are a byproduct directly of the thing that the government in power
Yeah.
seeking re-election has done against the wishes of the majority
So
of the population. That thing.
That's
Is that
exactly
the thing you're talking
exactly
about?
what I was suggesting. That there's a movement, there's a wave behind all this thing. There's a sentiment in Quebec where
It's a
people
manufactured
support the-
sentiment.
yeah.
It's manufactured. It's not real.
it depends how you look at it. Because it's like the chicken or the egg thing. Did Legault create this and therefore everyone is acting this way, or did he realize that this was there and he acted accordingly?
The
to
chicken
fix
was
his party?
the chicken was quiet and in its little. What's a kotetsi in English? In its little chicken hut.
Yeah.
What is it called?
I don't know.
Anyways, it was in its little thing. The chicken was quiet. It was well behaved. It
chicken
was
cool.
not bothering anyone. It was happy-ish. It was as happy as a fucking chicken could be. And then Legault went and he fucking slapped it in the head. That's what happened.
I don't know. I think it was always there, and they just needed a voice, and they found it in Legault, and now they're finding it in Eric Duhem.
I think it was going
Like
away.
in the U.S., people that come out and say, "Look what Trump did." He didn't do anything. The movement existed. These things, they were there before. They just found a voice in their leader.
Maybe.
And they came out.
Look at me. I can't even control myself. I'm drawing fleur de lis.
I love the fleur de lis.
Whatever.
I think it's nice, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
I don't like that the drawing of it looks nothing like the actual flower. It always bothered me. Because when I finally saw a fleur de lis, like a real one, I was like, this doesn't look anything like that.
I have a question.
Yeah, okay. Maybe we have answers.
How did the rainbow?
Shit.
Become associated to the gay movement?
Yes.
Or the movement, not the gay movement.
Well, but how did it become the official flag of the gays?
I think because it's all the colors, it encompasses everyone. Maybe?
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make a lot of sense, no.
because technically it should, because they like each other, right? So it shouldn't, like, it should be,
Just two same color lines.
yeah, it should be like navy blue and like baby blue.
And navy blue, yeah. I see what you mean.
You know what I mean?
No, I mean, I know what you mean, but I don't...
No, the color thing was a joke, but it doesn't make, like, I
The
just
gay
realized.
flag, I mean, it was chosen. It's all the other flags that really confused me. Like, who chose these colors? Like, why? Like the pink and blue and all the other LGBTQ plus 3, 6, 5, 9
I don't know.
flags. Like, also, it's kind of weird.
I'm sure
This
there's.
is another topic. Sorry,
Yeah.
it's a bit weird that a sexual orientation or sexual preference has a flag.
It is very
You're
strange.
not a tribe.
It is very strange. It's
Like,
incredibly strange.
It's odd, right?
Yeah,
like you're
100%.
neither a nation nor a really an organization. Like, why do you have flags?
They are. They're like a movement. It's an international movement.
It's
The
not
gay
a
people of the
movement.
world.
It's not a movement. It's just who you are.
Yeah, I know. But they got together and they're like,
I mean,
look.
I don't have a Greek Canadian flag who's also a white guy who's like has sex with women. Like, it's
Yeah.
very odd.
It's a sense of belonging also for them, right? So the fact
I
that,
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, I mean, I don't know.
It's odd. This
I
whole
don't have a problem with them having
everyone
a flag.
wants to fucking fly a flag.
Pirates have a flag. They're not
Pirates?
a country. They're like, yo, this is who we are.
No, pirates had the black flag, and they would hide it. Usually they had like a random country flag, but then when they would get close, they would put up the black flag to show like, we're about to fuck you in the ass.
Yeah, it
which is
serves
also
a
kinda gay,
purpose.
but
I mean, hey, you just touched on something. They put up their flag to let people know that they were gonna fuck them in the ass. Maybe that's why they all have flags. It's. I mean, you know what? If that's the case, then consent is king or queen, and I'm okay with it. I can get behind it or in front of it. Hey,
So there's zero excitement in this room about elections starting on Sunday?
zero because nothing will change. Meet
Nothing.
the old boss, same as the new boss.
What
Same
about the
shit.
chat? Is anyone else enthused
Nobody cares
about the
like,
elections?
I saw the Legault's video that you on that nose like oh bang like he's like I don't even care anymore. He doesn't even care. He's gonna
he doesn't
win.
care to the point where he's not even attending the debates. There is a general
Any of
line.
them.
He's gonna probably the French ones. English one, he's not doing it. He told his candidates that you don't have to do the local debates in your ridings if you don't want to. Like it's just avoid the fucking media. Don't bring any attention to us. We're riding high right now. You better not fuck shit up.
See, as a voter, that on its own, without any other context, I'd be like, no, I can't vote for this party because they won't even participate in public discourse.
There's been already one debate. It's the l'Institut du Nouveau Monde. They do it all the time, way before when the elections are kind of brewing, like 1 or 2 weeks before. They usually do one with the party leaders, and it's usually towards the youth. So it's mostly geared for the youth. Everyone was there except François Legault. The Quebec Communities Group Network that has gotten a lot of attention around Bill 96 and the whole thing about the French language. Did a town hall meeting, I think yesterday, with Dominique Anglade, and they're planning on doing that with all the party leaders.
How
François
did they
Legault
not
said,
replace it? There was nobody better than Dominique Anglade. Like the Liberals,
but there
have
was no one
nobody.
else.
That's what I'm saying. They have no one.
But there was no one, no.
They couldn't call someone in from retirement.
I think they're probably keeping them when the time is right.
Maybe.
Who knows?
That might be. Yeah. Oh, George
Yeah.
seems to know something.
I don't know anything. I'm just saying that there wasn't a lot of enthusiasm in the last leadership campaign. I stayed involved to take part in it, and it ended up being the worst leadership race ever. Definitely not.
Yeah.
And
If they can survive those scandals, they can rule the land.
So yeah, it wasn't
before someone sees
it wasn't a very exciting leadership
What did you
campaign. Obviously,
I wrote a name down. My suggestion for the leadership of the PLQ.
and so the pandemic came in and kind of screwed things up as well. Look, it's never a good thing when the leader is crowned and there's no process and there's no debate. Like you don't get the members mobilized, and that's exactly what happened with the Liberal
Hang
Party.
on, sorry, George. Sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt you. Eric Thomas made a comment here. I don't know if he's being sarcastic. He says, "I'm an English Quebec guy," which I assume that means he's like Quebecois in origins.
He's
and
an Anglophone.
An Anglo, who was a teen in the 80s. And I'm glad my daughters are living in these times. Can you please explain what you mean? Because I'm very curious.
Yeah.
Like, is that sarcasm? Is that a real statement? If it is, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm just curious. Go on, George, while Eric types away furiously.
Yeah. So anyways, so
Yeah, you saw it. You like my suggestion. You'd vote for him.
Who?
The guy I wrote down.
he has no
Oh,
idea who he is.
you wrote. Oh, I don't know who
Oh, you're
that man
just playing
is.
with my trash.
Yeah, it
That's
doesn't
what you're
matter.
doing. He's not even reading it.
No, I read it. I just don't know who it is.
Anyway, so in terms of leader, there wasn't anyone there, and
There was you. You're not doing anything.
no, there wasn't me. And
No.
no.
No, I'm bad at this.
Guys, look, I know Dominique Anglade personally. She's not a bad.
I didn't. No. I'm not talking
it's
shit talking
just that
Dominique Anglade.
I have no idea what it is that she just can't fucking get her name out there and boost up her.
I don't know. First of all,
likability.
she sold the Anglophones up the river with that whole fucking debate that happened.
So it's interesting. It's interesting that you bring that up because obviously, yes, I think it was yesterday there was that debate. There was an online town hall. It was through Zoom with a Quebec Community Group network, and it was
Are we still
Dominique
doing
Anglade.
those online?
Well, I don't know. They did it, whatever.
Okay.
I guess it's faster and it's simple. They assemble all the members. Here's Dominique Anglade. She gave a little thing, and then there was questions. And let me just get the article. Yeah.
Just for the record, guys, I'm not putting Eric on the spot. I actually want to know what he means.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't busting his balls.
So she's acknowledged the mistakes that they made with that whole bill.
Yeah.
The French class, and during this town hall, she came out and said, you know, what we did was a mistake, and we said that if we're going to get elected, we're going to remove the 3 French courses that are mandatory. We're going to leave them as optional. If you want, they're going to be there. And then she criticizes the government for being disconnected and for not consulting with the communities in order to advance its policies. And I'm thinking, dude, you did the exact same thing. You did the exact same thing.
Unbelievable.
You messed up that whole bill, and now you came out saying, "Oh yeah, we realized we made a mistake, but at least we're consulting." No, but the idea is to consult before you present your positions. You know,
I think you answered your own question
I don't
about
know.
why she can't get her name out.
I don't know, man. And it's not going to be
Look,
it's not going to be pretty
even
for the Liberal Party.
best-
I'll tell you
Even
that.
the best candidate, best person for the job right now would be a waste. You're right. The CAC, for some odd reason, way too popular.
They're riding on a wave, and
I mean, it's,
and the opposition was not only the
special-
Liberals,
people are
but
passionate
all
about the CAC.
opposition parties were really ineffective in attacking the government. Mind you, the guy had almost exclusivity in the media attention because of COVID, so all cameras were on him. I will say one thing, and
You've said many a thing.
this is one thing that I'll be following closely, because I believe that Éric Duhem is largely underestimated in this campaign.
I
Éric
believe that
Duhem-
you're probably wrong, unfortunately.
We'll have to wait and see.
I
He's
think-
the leader. He's the new leader of the Quebec Conservative Party. He brought the party from 400 members that they've had maybe to close to 60,000 in about a year. There's money coming in.
Crazy. He showed up here one time and he became that popular.
Just like that.
wow.
Uh,
PantelisComedy.com.
He launched his campaign over the weekend in front of nearly 1,000 people. If you see the videos, he definitely has a professional crew with him doing all these video productions. And like the guy,
I haven't followed anything.
Yeah, the
I'm gonna
guy-
follow.
the guy-
Is he on Instagram?
yeah.
That's where I get my news.
There you go. So he's super organized, and I think that he's gonna do much better than people are anticipating. Obviously, the Quebec region, we've spoken about that already. I'm curious to see how he's going to perform in the big metropolitan areas: Montreal, Laval,
Probably not great.
Sherbrooke, Quebec City. Well, Quebec City, we know he's gonna do well, but anyway.
I think it's because he's very unrelatable that he won't do well.
Look, he's riding the same wave that Pierre Poilievre is riding on. We got to bring back our freedom. So he's going on that
Is this
route.
guy, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I remember him when he was here.
So,
Seemed like a nice guy when I spoke to him. I mean, I don't know anything about his policies, like at all.
Yeah, he's the conservative libertarian kind of policy.
Okay.
Interesting.
Anyway, election starting on Sunday.
Well, we have better conservative.
That's a good
in our
logo.
midst.
They got a good logo, the Conservative Party. Smart.
Mm.
I have to say, good branding.
Are you talking about the CAC?
No, I'm talking about
The Conservative Party.
the Conservative
Of
Party.
Quebec.
It's a fleur-de-lis with a C attached to it. It's just good branding.
Ah.
It's better than the CAC branding. Just says CAC.
I feel like the CAC missed an opportunity with their logo.
Okay, it's only funny if you're an ethnic Anglophone who mispronounces cock. In French, CAC is not CAC.
But forget about cock. It's also like caca.
I always think of macaque, like they're monkeys. Hey, the macaque.
Anyway, so elections are starting, guys.
Such a random thought.
Specifically for the Liberal Party, guys, look, they're just to give you an idea of how bad they're doing right now. There are safe seats, like these are
And they've lost them.
fortress seats that the Liberal Party has that they still haven't found candidates for. So you go and find an explanation for
Would
that.
you ever run again, George?
No.
No, seriously.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't run because I like my life now, and
I like my life now. I was suicidal then, so I ran.
no, it's not suicidal. It's just I did it for other reasons, but
I just got to.
you know when you realize when you realize
where your true passions lie.
no, not where your true passions lie. It's just that what you get for what you put in, kind of thing.
Oh yeah. I often think about what my life would have been like if I had given my name back then with the NDP, because I would have been elected.
it was
guy
during
won.
the wave, right?
I would have won.
Well, do you know which riding they would have given you?
It was I forget what it was actually called. It was where Pilon was. We can check where he was. Can you Google François Pilon? Find his wiki, like where he.
Is that in Laval?
It's a Laval, right? Of course they wanted to put me in Laval. They're like, you're Greek, you go here.
But he was elected, François Pilon.
Yeah.
In Charmedy.
Yeah,
do you want
it
me
was
to
in Charmedy.
Laval-les-Îles.
That's it, Laval-les-Îles.
What do you want me to
forget
search
it,
about?
Forget it. Laval-les-Îles. They took me there. They showed me the neighborhood. I'm like,
So it was you said no, and then they brought him.
yeah,
and he won.
And he won. He did 2 terms. He did 2 fucking terms.
No, I think he did one. No,
Two.
He did.
He was
with
a
him?
street cleaner. That was his job.
That's so funny.
But like, imagine what my life would have been like now. I would have been retired from
I
government.
don't think it's 2 terms.
He
Federal.
did 2 terms.
Yeah, no, but I don't think.
No, but
they
I
get
would've-
full pension
After 2 terms.
after 2 terms.
Yeah, 2 terms.
Is that what it is federally?
Yeah, pension for life. I would have done my 2 terms. I would have been now.
Quebec, by the way, it's 25 years for a full pension.
25 years. That I can respect that. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's.
But I still think I'm glad I didn't do it.
yeah, I dropped my.
You reached for it after it was gone.
I'm like,
no. Can you
it
imagine?
would have been a good experience.
No, it would not have been.
Especially, well, see that in retrospect when you're looking back and you're like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? What kind of policy would I have promoted and
I
campaigned
had
on?
no policy. There was no policy.
Yeah,
there
but
was this guy. It's this guy. Vote for this guy. He has an S at the end of his name, just like you.
Yeah, but no, you were kind of in line with that socialist kind of thing back then.
I mean,
too.
I was. But I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I was never really a socialist. I was just I was an anti-establishment guy. Like I would always. Someone said it in the chat. I'll always vote for the smallest parties. I think it was
Right.
King Nasty. I feel like that's me, except I don't vote.
Yeah.
I refuse to vote.
You should vote.
No,
okay?
my democratic obligation is to not vote.
Okay.
I will not participate in the system that makes no sense. The rest of you can do it, and I can mock you for it.
How do you change the system if you can't?
You can't. I've come to terms. I've accepted my fate. This is it till I'm dead. I can't change anything.
Yeah, okay, I don't agree, but anyway.
Not through voting. Maybe through art, through media. Government doesn't change anything. The system can't be changed from without. Very difficult to change it from within. Almost impossible. So you have to find another option. I mean, I just named the only 2 options that exist, but hey, who knows? Maybe I'm just disenfranchised now. I don't know.
Speaking of your friends at the NDP, though, for those who don't know, they had made they made a pact with the Liberal Party to support them all the way through to 2025, so that we don't go into an election because it's a minority government right now in Ottawa.
Yeah.
And there were some conditions. Hold on. Sorry about that.
Gesundheit. Gesundheit.
I didn't take my Reactin this morning.
Oh, no? I have some areas you want.
It's okay. So yeah, and of course it came with conditions, right? So Justin
course.
Trudeau's like, okay, look, we'll do a little partnership. What do you guys want? One of the conditions was that the federal government come up with a policy for free dental like a dental care kind of thing. Which is I don't have anything against that.
I have one thing against it.
Yeah.
Instead of creating a free dental care, why don't they fucking standardize the price of dental work federally,
Right.
like every other place in the world? Well, maybe not every other place, but like most places, because dentistry here crazy expensive.
Yeah.
Compared to like, I don't know. I'll use Greece as an example because I know the price.
I've never gone to
my in-laws. Literally, because they're retired now, they don't have insurance.
Yeah.
They do their dental work in Greece because they were doing it here, paying an arm and a leg, and they would have problems.
But is it because it costs cheaper, or because
It
there's
costs
like
less.
that public insurance thing that
no,
covers
they
it?
don't. They're not covered by it.
In Greece,
They're not
no, they
Greek
don't have
citizens.
like they didn't live there or work there. Or,
No.
Okay.
He's not even born in Greece. My
Oh,
father-in-law.
okay.
They go because the quality is better and it's cheaper.
Same for
Like-
Colombia. My in-laws have done some work in
Yeah.
Colombia as well.
Because it's not standardized here. It's a free for all because private insurances have been making money for years.
So, anyways, there's something that will be announced really soon. I think the deal was for them to come up before the end of this year. I doubt that the NDP is gonna break the alliance if the government doesn't announce anything by the end of the year, but it seems as though it will. And basically, what this is, or what they're suspecting they will announce, is that there will be full coverage for all kids under the age of 12 whose families earn less than $90,000 a year. But I thought that kids under 12 are covered anyway. No?
I don't know if it's under 12. Like, I know my kids are covered by Medicare,
Yeah.
but they're very young, so I don't know what the cutoff is.
I was almost sure that under 12 you were covered regardless, but whatever.
So what's the next story?
Yeah, and so basically, yeah, there's a $5.3 billion fund that will be allocated to that. It's a lot of money
To what? Sorry.
for dental care.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, Medicare used to cover dental for everyone once upon a time, right?
Are
I
they
believe.
going to use the same strategy with euthanasia? They're just going to remove your teeth, so you don't have to fix them again.
I don't understand what he's saying.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
Yeah.
He's probably trying something that he either heard or he wants to use on
Well, look,
on a set or.
There was a
God
soldier
damn it.
that
Sorry, guys.
with
I need to just
PTSD.
take this second
Take
to
the call.
drink.
Okay, I'm going to tell you the
Yeah.
story, George.
Yeah.
So there was a soldier with PTSD,
Yeah.
and when they come back, the government is tasked with basically keeping the soldiers from killing themselves when
Right.
they get PTSD. But this soldier, when he called in, he was offered euthanasia. Now it's counterproductive to what their goal is, right?
Right.
When they come back. So because this is the government,
Is
again,
this recent?
this is recent.
Okay.
Yeah. So my joke in there is that since they did the thing, the opposite of what they promised to do, in this case where they're giving $5.3 billion in dental care to take care of your teeth, so they don't ruin anymore or whatever, is their strategy going to be to remove them because the government? Because if they remove your teeth and you don't no longer have issues. It's kind of the
Jesus
same thing.
Christ,
You don't
yeah.
see the parallel?
Yeah, you went far for it though.
Yeah, but there's a bridge somewhere
Shit,
there.
fuck, it's a crumbling one. I don't know how steady that bridge is.
Well, I'm repairing it. I'm repairing it, George.
Shit, fuck that. Dude. If it takes you 2 minutes to explain how you got to your point, oh man. Look, I don't have an issue with dental care. I'm just not sure how it's going to affect the industry because, like Phil says, a lot of the dentists have refused to get under government funding or government protection plan. Even though if you're on welfare, I don't know if you knew this, like someone that's on welfare has full access to dental care for free.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah. There's a friend of mine who
I
works
paid
at
taxes all my life, bro. I don't have that.
there's a friend of mine who works at a at a dentist's office in Park X, and there's a lot of welfare cases in Park X. A lot of people getting welfare checks, and that's all they do. People just walk in, fix their teeth, and that's all they do. That's all they do.
Fuck. No wonder our crackheads have nice teeth.
Not all of them. You would think, do they even collect? I don't think they collect welfare even.
They do.
They do?
probably- For sure they do.
Because a
I
lot of
don't
them,
know.
a lot of them, they're in the street wanting to get away from the system. So they're not, they're not filed anywhere. They don't want to receive anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's way more. It's funny that you're mentioning the street because I was driving down Park Avenue. Oh fuck! I'll wait for Phil to get here because I saw Justin Trudeau's motorcade on Park Avenue.
Nah.
Oh fuck! We'll wait for Phil to get here. But I was going down Park Avenue. Once you pass, no, it's actually
St. Peter?
north of Sherbrooke. It's between Milton and Sherbrooke, whatever that little strip there.
Okay. Where the Jean Coutu is.
Yeah,
And the grocery
the
store.
amount of homeless Aboriginals is incredible. There's that always used to be like a corner where you'd see like 2-3 of them, always the same ones going around there. But I think I saw like 30 of them. They were
30
like the
what?
entire sidewalk, like Aboriginal, homeless Aboriginals.
Oh shit.
I don't know what's going on. Like it's crazy. There are so many of them.
Oh yeah, they're even in spots where there were no homeless before. There are now homeless.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, the city is decaying, bro. It's decaying heavy and fast. And all this bitch wants to do is put in more bike lanes. And bike lanes, and the cyclists don't even use them. I'll riddle me this, Batman. No, answer this question, okay? So, you don't like it when a cyclist blocks your path, right? So why, when you block their path, they get angry?
Because they feel like they belong on the street.
But I belong on the street too,
No, of
but
course.
you just blocked my path.
This is the thing that I've been saying for years. If the bikes, because look,
If we both belong on the street
I don't
and
know
you
how it
block
was.
my
Look,
path.
I don't know how it was when we were growing up, because nobody knew anything about the
There
law.
were no
and
cameras back then, bro.
I'm
You'd
not
get
looking,
run
it's not
over.
like our parents knew the law either, so I'm not sure how it was when we were growing up. But we were always told to bike on the sidewalks. We were told, don't go on the street, it's dangerous, stay on the sidewalk.
And
And
it was
that's where we
legal.
always used to bike.
Yeah, me too. Actually, always on the sidewalk.
I don't know,
And
maybe
you
the
were
law
careful,
existed.
and your parents taught you to be careful for pedestrians.
Look, I mean, you're a kid, so you're gonna do stupid things. We did stupid things as well, but rarely did I go on the street. Rarely, like almost never. I was always on the sidewalk because I thought that's where bikes had to go.
And then even in my time growing up, because I remember when I would get on the street while riding my bike, I was like, I'm committing a crime.
yeah, you're like shit. I'm doing something illegal. So I don't know if that was always the case. In any, whatever it is, at some point I remember the city enforcing the bikes to be on the streets. Do you remember when you were young, if
Couldn't run on the sidewalks.
was that the thing, or?
I used to because I was a kid.
But what was the law that the bikes always had to be on the street, and we
think
didn't know
so.
when we were on the sidewalk, or did it change afterwards?
I can't say.
Whatever it is.
Because I keep seeing electric bicycles on the sidewalk. Super dangerous. People just zooming around.
Because that's fast. No, but the point I'm trying to make is that I remember from early on thinking, especially when I started driving, thinking that if you're going to implement that bikes have to be on the street,
They have to follow fucking.
they have to be
signage.
plated. Okay,
That's crazy.
Why?
Why? Why is that
Plating
crazy?
a bicycle.
Sure. Pay a fucking fee. You're riding the street.
Instead of paying $300 a year like you do for a car, they pay, I don't know,
Play the
50,
fucking thing and
$50 a year.
respect the
I
le
can't
code
get-
routier.
I'm
Because,
not gonna
just to go
support
back-
an idea that no, that's stupid.
Go-
More
go-
government bureaucaucry, more fucking plates,
It's not
more
government
stupidities.
bureaucracy.
Yeah, make it more complicated for them.
Because I'm just going
know
back to
about
what Poseidon said. He said, like, look, when we're riding, when we're driving on the street, we got to make way for the bikes and stuff. But they can do whatever the fuck they want, and it
No, but
sucks
I mean,
because they don't
can't.
respect.
They can't.
What do you mean they can't?
They do
Yeah.
whatever they want, but they can't legally.
What do you mean?
So if a bicycle's on the street and the
Yeah.
bike lane next to you and the light is red, they have to stop. They don't.
They don't.
They keep going. What I can get behind is ticketing them.
Yeah.
Don't fucking.
Yeah, but in order to
take.
ticket them properly, is you need plates. You need to be able to identify them.
That's true.
So let's say they burn a red light, right? And you set up for cars. If they burn a red light, they get a ticket. Especially if there's a camera, right?
I don't know. I see the
Nah.
logic, but I
And
can't.
they should
I
also-
can't support
and
the
they
idea
sh-
of plating bicycles. It seems stupid.
I think so, and I think they should ban them wintertime.
Yeah,
Like the same way they do with
100%.
motorcycles.
That I agree with.
Actually,
100%.
motorcycles. There was an
not
article that
sure.
came out. They're not banned wintertime. You can actually use.
Can
yeah. If there's winter tires that you can put on a motorcycle.
Yes,
you can
but there's
actually-
no sane
They
person
just
that
don't do
uses
it
them.
because it's dangerous.
It's stupid.
But the bikers, they're out there. Fucking, I think I've told you the story once. When I used to work here on St. Lawrence, and I would go home, I would take St. Urban. And you know, when you go into Outremont and there's that huge underpass,
Yeah.
and it's winter, and the car's sliding all sorts, and there's this idiot on a bike. Guys, I don't know how I didn't run this guy over. The car wasn't stopping. I was just gliding down the fucking hill. I'm like, I'm running this guy over. I'm gonna commit murder. Yeah. I was trying to fucking
It's
turn the
manslaughter at best.
whatever. I don't know how I missed him, but this fucking guy was wobbling left and right. He like, get off your fucking bike, dude. Just get off the bike. It's dangerous.
I mean, it's just like a lack of common fucking sense.
And we were talking about Park Avenue, and I was telling him that.
Speaking of Park Avenue and bicycles, before you go into it, a few days ago, I was driving. I forget what street it was. There was a bike lane on it, but instead of being in on the right side where the bike lane was, there was two cyclists just running along next to me, and it was making it difficult for me because there was bikes in the bike lane, and now they're taking up part of my lane. So I'm like, I open my window. We're not going very fast. We're like 30. I was like, can you guys fucking get in the bike lane? They're like, fuck you. I was like, oh, okay.
Swerve. Yeah.
And I start doing that, and they're like, hey, you're crazy. And they're
Hey,
yelling
you
at
are
me.
crazy.
I'm like, get in the fucking bike lane. You don't like the bike
The
lane?
cyclist. Sorry, I
So we
cut you
keep
off.
doing this little dance for a bit. I come to a stop sign. They burn the stop sign. They almost get hit by a car.
Oh my.
I laugh. I laugh really hard. And then as we're coming around past the intersection, I pull up next to them. I'm like, get in the fucking bike. Like, now I'm pissed off. Like, I need them to be in the bike lane or I will kill them. So I do one final swerve and I just drive off and I hear, one of them
No, man, we shouldn't be laughing.
fuck him.
Today
No,
I
we should be
took-
laughing. Fuck that guy. He
This
wasn't
is
even
on
wearing
Park
a helmet.
Avenue. This is on Park Avenue.
No, it was near Park. It was one of the side streets.
Today I took the mountain because I was coming from what's the street there?
Fine.
No, I was coming from Saint Jacques Street.
Okay.
What were you doing there this morning?
I was dropping my girlfriend off
okay.
at work, and the carry was fucking jamming.
Obviously,
So
in the morning.
I took the mountain.
It's the place to be, bro. It's jamming in the morning.
So I took the mountain, and there was a cyclist on the street, and people kept swerving. They almost got into accidents with other cars. And this guy, instead of sticking to the side, really, he kept coming in to like block people
Yeah.
on purpose. And I saw him.
They're aggressive.
And bro, I got so pissed. You know what I did? I went around him and I blocked him, and so I can't go from the right. And he comes next to me on my driver's side, and he goes, "Bravo, bravo!" And I go, "Merci." All calmly.
You should just opened your fucking door once.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind cyclists, man. We just have to find a way where they
No,
can
no.
do
I
what they
don't
want
mind
to do and
cyclists.
not bother traffic.
They
That's
have
it.
lanes. Stay in them.
They have lanes, and they've even installed lights for them.
Imagine you're in a car and you're like, fuck it, bro. Today I'm driving on the sidewalk.
Yeah, bro.
Like, come on, it's crazy.
No, it's
you wanna be
absurd,
a
bro.
vehicle?
This
You want me
is-
to respect you like another vehicle on the road? Respect the laws of the road.
Seriously, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. It's really unacceptable.
So we were driving.
Yeah, Mo. There's a lot of fucking cyclists.
We were
here.
driving down Park Avenue. I think it was yesterday on Monday. Not yesterday.
was on Monday, but
2
go
days
on.
ago. And
George did a lot on Monday. Huh?
Big Joe goes, I think cyclists are the only people I have less respect for than politicians.
Cyclists? No, politicians, cyclists. Yeah, that's how.
Yeah, that's it.
sounds
I've
right.
seen a lot of politicians
cycles.
be cyclists, so.
oh, I want to tell you a story, guys. After remind me with a bicycle and politicians. But we're driving down Park Avenue, and we're at the mountain right before Pine. And I see a couple cops on their motorcycles, and I'm like, "Fuck, that's strange," you know. I'm like, "Fuck." And then I see more of them coming and zooming by.
Oh, cool.
I'm
What's
like,
happening?
"Oh, that's a fucking motorcade." I'm like,
Who
Justin.
was it?
I'm like, for sure, it's Justin. I mean, which other politician has a motorcade? You know what I mean? I haven't seen any.
Yeah, that's true. Even Cac Le Cac doesn't have one.
No, the prime
He
minister
just drives around.
No, he has the SQ. He has like 1 or 2 cars.
But it's not like a fucking.
But no, guys, listen, you don't understand. They're blocking the light. I'm trying not
Park
to.
Avenue where?
Right before Pine. So I'm like really at the
Maybe he
mountain.
was going to visit his estate.
No, they were going
Or
north.
the other way.
They were
Maybe he was
going
coming
north.
from his estate.
Yeah, he had given it. Guys, you don't understand how long this motorcade was. At least 2 minutes, 3 minutes of constantly just cars passing by.
With no flags or anything.
Yeah, it was because the German chancellor was in Montreal,
Oh,
or
okay.
it was in Canada, whatever. And we're gonna talk about some stuff that they agreed on. But holy shit, man! There were like easily 50 cars, 60 cars.
And this was for the German chancellor.
Yeah, well,
the
Justin Trudeau
Cangalarios.
was there. Yeah, the Cangalarios. So there, my wife's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Babe, like who else would be driving in a motorcade like
Maybe the Pope. That's about it.
Not even.
No, the Pope, he would be in that fancy glass car.
That's only in the Vatican.
I'm
They
telling
don't
you,
have it here.
I'm telling you, minimum 50 cars, minimum.
Did you guys talk about the Pope while I was in Greece?
No.
You never covered the story?
Cyclists are covered under sack, and don't pay a dime for it.
Well, everyone is covered under the sack. It's the public. What's it called?
I think we should bring back two-way insurance.
Civil
The sack,
insurance.
the cack, there's a lot of phallic.
Sack? Oh, sack. I see what you mean.
eh.
I think that says more about you than society.
Speaking,
You're right, it does
speaking
say
of
more
bikes
about
and
me.
politicians, speaking of bikes and politics, explain to me something.
I'll do my best.
Yeah. So as you guys know, I'm starting up again the car ride conversation during the campaign. So I've reached out to a bunch of candidates to come on in the
And they're
car.
all like, who the fuck are you?
Some of them, it's already booking and stuff. And obviously, I'm like, look, I'm not going to exclude parties. So I reach out to Quebec Solidaire.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm like, look, I'll be fair, even though I fucking can't stand them. It's an election.
I expect nothing but the best from you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I contact one, and I'm not going to say which
Say their
one.
name. Say their name.
No, it doesn't matter.
Name them.
No, it doesn't matter.
Tell me. Just tell me.
And it's funny because
Speak into my ear.
I know her, she knows me, whatever. And she's like, "Hey, Georgie, this is a great idea. Although I think it would be much better if we do it on while biking."
How's that gonna work?
And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Wait, what? Sorry, repeat that.
Because I told her,
you know, I
I
had a
invited her to
feeling-
come in the car so we can do the show.
Okay.
And she's like, "Oh, that's a
idea.
great idea. I love the concept, blah blah." But she goes, "I think it's better if we do it on bicycles." And I'm thinking,
If you do what on bicycles?
The interview.
the interview, the show, like, and I'm thinking,
Car
dude,
ride conversation.
I don't
said
know. One of the,
Dude,
the
you gotta
candidates.
fucking pay attention.
One of the candidates.
For Quebec Solidaire.
She's actually elected. But anyway,
Jesus Christ.
I know who it is.
and I'm like, I don't have a fucking crew, man. We're like, well, where am I? I'm gonna attach a fucking camera on the bicycle. Like, how are we gonna do this? Like, it's retarded. It's ridiculous.
No, you know what you do? You go in
and
old
it
port.
only
and
it
hold on.
only comes from this party. Only this party.
You go to the old port and you get one of those
The bike, the
bike
bicycle
stuff.
cars there.
Yeah, the
That's
bicycle
not a bad
cars.
idea.
I saw they have one in her riding. It's
You
called
should fucking
Vélo
just-
Duo. Or
Or you know
whatever
what
the
you
hell
do?
it's
You
called.
get
You
the
should
ones.
do it. That's
It's
fun.
a car. It's actually a car. But
You
George
get
gonna
the
be
bicycles in the
interview.
plateau
Hey, so
with.
tell me more
wait,
about your policies.
wait, this road goes up the mountain? Fuck what?
Only downhills.
God.
He heads up in the water.
Yeah. So
or you do it on segways.
just a little fun story.
Yeah, get a Segway. Yeah, immigration.
That's
good
fine.
idea. I like it. No, not a Segway. Sorry, I was thinking of a rickshaw.
What's a rickshaw? Oh yeah, you're just running. So
They call it a rickshaw.
let me ask you about your political career, lady.
No, you're not running. You're in it, and you say you have a refugee.
No, you have to be running, bro. You have to be
Yeah, get a
running.
gypsy.
Jesus
Gypsy
Christ,
rickshaw. They need jobs.
Let's talk about languages because we've been
The
talking
problem is
about
that they don't wanna
languages for a couple episodes now. There was a plan. This is a federal government for all public servants who spoke both official language. They were going to get a prime, like a little bonus, and they were going to offer more money to the people that spoke
Doesn't make
both
sense
languages,
in
like
English.
as an
A
incentive.
prime.
In prime.
Yeah, I know.
It was a bonus. So it was an
Olga's
incentive.
back and angry.
It was an incentive. It was an incentive for them to learn both languages, and there was this request made.
That I can get behind.
That's not bad, but I want to get your opinion on this. There was a request made because you're talking about Chris, because I saw the guy's name, Chris. You're talking about English and French as the official language, but you're like, what about all the native tongues? So they said, listen, what if you have an employee that speaks English and an Aboriginal,
One of the Cree languages.
yeah, whatever. So they were looking,
Iroquois.
yeah, whatever. So they were looking into it, and finally there was an article that came out that I can't remember. I don't know which tribunal or whatever department was looking into it. They refused it. So it's only valid for French and English. And again,
I mean, are the indigenous languages considered official languages?
well, I don't know.
They're not, though. They don't
but
have an
why
official.
aren't they?
Oh, that's a different question. I'm
Yeah.
just saying they're not.
no, because the only official languages are French and English in Canada.
Yes.
But I think it sucks because you're doing this whole thing about reconciliation and all this thing with the
Even
Aboriginals.
that is just show. It's
Yeah,
just
for
show.
sure,
They don't
sure.
care.
Yeah, but that show is costing us billions of dollars.
But it's showing.
Right.
And I'm sure a lot of that money is being recycled into the pockets of organizations that are very close to certain government officials. It's not a conspiracy theory. It just
there's
makes the most sense.
Because someone from the syndicate that was looking into this said that there's over 500 civil servants that are hired right now at the federal
Yeah.
level that speak a native tongue.
Okay.
He's like,
Why are so
Yay.
many civil servants hired? Shouldn't we cut down? I think that's.
Oh,
a
then
real-
we're going to have all these unemployed natives.
Oh, okay. This is
look,
about.
these
okay.
are people that are hired in some form or another in the machine, in the federal machine. I don't
The
know
machine.
which department there, but so I just find it sucks because it's like
I don't know what point you're trying to make.
I'm just bringing it up for discussion, for debate to know exactly what you guys.
I
feel,
think it's
because
dumb to think
Is
that
it
you
is
should
it
get a...
discriminating against these?
No, it's not, because they also
communities.
speak English and French, most
but
of
if
them.
they only speak one of the two, they don't get the bonus.
Well, I mean, what if I only... But that's silly. Like, the bonus itself is kind of silly.
It's an incentive. So if you want it, you
Whatever.
got to speak both languages. But then you have these guys
I
coming
can
in and
get
saying,
behind it in the sense that it's a cool novel idea. I like the idea. It's promoting bilingualism.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. But there are like how many hundred native languages?
Dozens, maybe. I don't know.
More than dozens.
Yeah.
This is like way more
let's
than
see.
dozens. A lot of them are related. Fine, they're like almost dialectical differences between the two of them, and they're part of like families of languages. Fine, I don't know all the specifics, but how useful are they for these civil servants? Whereas French and English are useful.
Absolutely right. Because if you
I'm not
call
saying
for
that
any
they're not
sort of
impor-
service, chances are that the majority of the people calling in won't be speaking any of these languages.
No, and I mean,
Are we talking about Quebec only?
we should
No, Canada,
Canada,
bro.
the
It's
federal
Canada.
thing. We
There's
should.
70.
There's 70? Oh, I thought it was way
Across
more than
Canada?
70, and they fall
thought it
into
was much
12
less.
separate language families.
Oh, I thought it was
12.
more. Okay,
That's-
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
No wonder Columbus thought he landed in India.
That doesn't make any sense.
no sense
He
at all.
called them Indians. They weren't called Indians before
Nah, I know.
because they were morons.
I know. Well, because the Indians
Don't
have a lot of
pretend like
dialects.
you understood your own joke. You didn't. I hate him so much.
Oh, shit.
Actually, you know what? You're correct.
hate
I
him.
cringed a little bit at that one.
hate him.
I shouldn't have.
Okay. We're going to be bouncing around Quebec
I'm going to
and
put
Canada
myself
now.
in the gulag.
There's
Can you fucking get in the gulag?
Let's go.
Look at that. He took his pants off for it. Weird. I like how you double took.
Yeah,
dude.
what his shorts are really short. Like from this angle, it's like it shows that he's wearing. It could be.
You like my long legs?
Why do you keep gulagging people? What's going on?
Oh,
They're
Olga
like
was for fun.
rallying against you.
Olga was for fun.
for
Jorge, he pissed me off.
So okay, guys, let's get to the education department here in Quebec because the Minister of Education came out the other day and said that we promise that by September, when school starts, every classroom is going to have a teacher. And I'm thinking, well, that's a great innovative idea, eh? For to have
They're
teachers
so
available in our
stupid.
classrooms. Eh? How about that? That'd be nice, right?
That would be nice. Are you looking forward to la rentrée?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, not me.
Oh fuck, I love.
I am.
Yeah.
But I just know it's going to be a COVID mess this year.
I don't think so.
They're just going to keep shutting down the classes.
We'll get back to the story, but let me just tell you what
Yeah.
we did this year. First time that we haven't stressed to buy shit and everything. You know what our school did?
They sent you a list and you ordered everything online.
Yeah. No. We didn't order anything. They said, give us $90 and we'll get everything for her.
I
and
like that
and
better.
they mailed it to us. We got the box on Monday.
I like it.
Isn't it
Is she in
amazing?
a public school?
Yeah.
Mine's in a private school. They gave us a list. They said order from this vendor. We ordered everything. It was pretty
Yeah,
straightforward.
I didn't want to go through that.
I mean,
because
there
for
was-
anyone out there that has kids, first of all, nobody buys their school supplies in July or like everyone goes like now.
No, we bought ours in July.
You
we
did?
ordered them while we were on vacation.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
beep,
we're
beep,
last
beep.
minute. We're last minute, like the majority of the people.
'cause your
And,
wife's Latina.
In the middle of
That's
August,
why.
mid to end of August, we're running to all these stores, and it's crowded with people just
The
looking for
only
the same
thing
thing.
that
and
we
it-
had to find that was fucking annoying. The
Why
school
don't you
is
just
like
order from Amazon?
You
They-
can't
Amazon
because
based-
they
No,
want you can't because
the
they're
school-
specific.
Yeah, the school
They're
asked
like,
for
you need
specific
this
things.
many red ones of this model with the pocket folder.
like
and
how many-
everything.
bro, tell
How
them to
many
suck a
blue
dick, bro.
Stedler pencils does she need? She has 92. Is she gonna go through 92 pencils
Yeah,
in a year?
yeah,
I don't think so.
Anyway,
She's in grade 1. She can't even write.
so this happened at the end of last school year. They sent an email
That's a good
proposing,
incentive. I like it.
if we want to take part in this. And my wife's like, should we do it or should we just buy it?
Fuck
I'm
yes,
like,
you should do it.
fucking give them $100. I don't give them whatever they want. I don't care. So they know what exactly she's gonna need for this year. They order it, they buy it, you pay for it, and obviously because they buy in bulk, it's much less. $90, dude. We got
It's
a
not
huge
bad.
box
Ours was a lot
with
more.
everything in
Ours
it.
was more than that.
Yeah, we got it
the
mailed to
only
the
thing that
house, and
was,
we're ready to go.
Stressful. They're like,
Wow.
they need 2 pencil cases. They both have to have 2 zippers. I'm like, why do they have to have 2
Us too.
zippers?
It's like a double one.
Yeah, you know
one
what-
for the
what are these
markers.
weird
They're super
demands?
hard to find.
We got
had
that
to-
on Amazon. That
That's
one
the
we
only
ordered on
one we
Amazon.
ended up having to go looking for it.
Yeah.
And we found them. My wife's like, I like them, but like we got them, but they're not cute. I'm like, oh no,
Yeah,
no.
it has to be cute. It has
so
to be
Anna went
cute.
down the rabbit hole, but she found.
Yeah, it has to be cute.
I mean,
has
it
to be
didn't affect
pink.
my
It has to
life
have
in
some,
any way.
It has to have some
There was
unicorns
no
on it.
stress on me whatsoever. Like it wasn't a me problem. It was a her problem. but
Last
still.
year, I'm not someone that stresses either. But last year we had to run around like idiots, and we obviously we left it last minute like we always do, and I just didn't like it. And I'm like, fuck,
I
man,
have
it
to
could be
ask you,
so much
George.
simpler. When we were kids, man, my mom would go to Rossi, buy a pack of 80-page whatever there was those notebooks. They would come in packs.
Oh, the Hilroys.
Hilroy.
Yeah, and the one with the fish. Remember the one with the fish?
The catechese.
The catechism.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I have to ask you, George.
Yeah.
Do they still get scholastics?
Yeah.
Mine does, yeah.
they do.
Really?
do.
Wow.
Yeah, they do.
Do you guys remember that?
I love
Of course,
that.
yeah.
I love
I love
it.
Scholastic.
bro,
I got
when
all my
we-
goosebumps on
When
Scholastic.
we used to get those
Yeah.
flyers, bro, I think I would spend
I was like,
hours.
fuck,
just-
it's that Thursday of the month.
Yeah.
So
I
exciting.
love
There was
that
no
shit.
higher high in elementary school in the 90s than like
Seeing your teacher walk in with those flyers.
Or the
rolling
TV.
in the TV.
Oh,
the
yeah.
TV. Oh,
You're like, fuck yes, movie!
Oh, bro, when you saw the TV and then they had to play some educational bullshit, and you're like, because you were like, oh, yay, and then you were like, oh.
No, I mean, it's still better than sitting in class.
How cool was it when they brought in the new TV that had a
DVD
integrated,
player.
integrated
Yeah.
in the TV?
Oh, I was
We
gonna
had
say
an
DVD player.
old guy teacher in high school.
An old guy teacher.
He was really old.
Yeah.
He could not for the life of him. Like VCRs were almost done. DVDs were coming out. He still didn't understand VCRs at all. He would always start the videos and they were always at the end of the tape. And he's like, this thing never works. We're like, you have to rewind it, sir. What does that mean? So he would take it out with a pencil. He's like,
No.
I'm like, no, man, just fucking press the button.
It's
We
not
did this
tape.
last week.
I remember we watched Passion of the Christ in.
You guys
What?
watched Passion of the Christ in
In
school?
elementary.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's really bad.
Yeah, I think, or was it high school? Early
No,
high
it's
school?
really gory and shit.
It is very
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We also, no, I watched it in the theaters actually.
Or was it just a generic Jesus movie?
I
don't
remember maybe a generic Jesus movie. We used to watch some cool like Greek documentaries in elementary because we were in a Greek school. Like they'd bring these like weird, never before seen in Canada like shit made for TV movies from Greece. And I was like, this is watchable. Like I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little bit younger than you, so like we started getting more stuff from Greece.
Right. Cool.
I was there during the golden years where Greece was like hiding all the money and just sending it to Canada, and we were using it to fund the schools.
Anyway, so to go back to our education minister, yeah, he came out and said that, yeah, there's no worry, we're gonna have all our teachers, blah. And I'm just thinking, how disconnected are you? Like, because he came out and said we're missing about 700 teachers, but the
Oh, that's
union
not bad.
700 teachers,
a lot of teachers.
How many teachers in all of Quebec are there?
I don't know.
712.
But you think that's pretty bad? The teachers union.
What t-shirts? What do teachers make? Like primary school teachers? What's their
I
salary?
think they make
I don't know,
like
we can
50
look.
grand now.
No, probably less.
I'm just
It's not
curious.
good. They should get paid more. But yeah, so the teachers union
Oh,
came
there are
out.
97,617 teachers. The fact that they're missing 700.
It's not 7. This is the thing. So the teachers union came out and said that our minister, I'm not so sure where he gets his figures because they're closer to 1,500 teachers
Oh.
missing. So
Maybe
Hey, in the
he
grand
was,
scheme of things, still not that bad.
he was just averaging it.
yeah, average. We'll
Yeah.
average
Because
lower.
as Poseidon has explained to us very clearly, on the English side, it's one thing. They can count the numbers. But on the French side, because they do math differently,
That was the funniest shit ever.
they average it out. If someone doesn't get that joke, you got to find that clip. I think it's on my
Oh my
Instagram.
God.
It was a
it's
reel.
on my Instagram as well.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Funny.
One of the stupidest things you've ever said, honestly.
But the best also.
Man, the comments on that. Fucking fire.
Yeah.
Someone famous commented on that.
The education
Andrew Schultz.
minister.
Oh, it was Schultz. Yeah, it was Schultz.
Holy shit. So anyway, so as we're gearing up for a campaign, that's what's happening in our school system. So who knows if that's going to take any room whatsoever. Okay, we spoke about the health thing at the federal level. That we did.
Someone has to take away these little
Oh.
pads from me. I keep doodling on them.
You saw that fucking guy.
I saw nothing, George. Tell me.
The government of Canada paid over 130.
governor?
The government
Oh, the government.
paid over $130,000 to a consultant to brief.
The average salary for a teacher is $40 per hour.
Okay, thank you. Go on.
Okay.
George?
So they gave $130,000 Heritage
stupid.
Canada. This is the news. This is a story that is going on.
Who's
now.
the heritage minister currently?
It falls under the.
Is it still that guy who used to hang off buildings?
No, no. He's environment now.
Oh, environment.
Yeah. Let me see if I have the English story. I don't think so. Okay. I
That's
have it
okay.
over
Translated in French. From French.
here. Okay. Yeah.
I'll give you a prime.
So yeah, it falls under the Minister of Diversity and Inclusion. It's
Why is that a
Minister
fucking ministerial
Ahmed
position?
Hussein.
Sounds diverse.
This is basically a guy by the name of Laith Marouf, okay, who works for
a Hebraic fellow.
Yeah. This is just fantastic. So, anyways, he was given money. He has a consulting agency.
Sorry, hold on. Laith Marouf is the consultant. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. He has a consulting agency. Let me just get the name of it. It doesn't really matter. But anyway. Oh, yeah. Community Media Advocacy Center. They were given $130,000 to brief media about how to be anti-racist and all these things. This is the new thing now, you know? So the media has to
So
be
like
briefed.
sensitivity.
Because they
training.
don't know how.
So they had to be briefed by
I'm not
professionals
surprised.
on how not to be racist and how not to say the
Wow.
wrong things. Meanwhile, the media started looking.
Oh no.
So this, you haven't heard about this? Holy shit!
Oh come on, give me
Guys.
that. Let me have it.
So they started looking at this guy's past, and they're like, first of all, how is it even possible this guy is employed? And secondly,
Why?
okay, I'll tell you why. Because he's famous for posts. Okay,
Oh,
that he's
this
put
is
on,
great.
which is the complete opposite of what he's supposed to be doing. All this to say that the government took back the money because they realized that shit. Not only is this guy racist, but he's an anti-Semite, and the shit that he's put on
Semite. I
anti-Semite.
thought he was Jewish.
No, he's not
he's
Jewish.
not.
Life Maruf, no.
Because I said he's Hebraic, and you said,
yeah.
yeah.
So this is a French article. So she's translated his tweets from English to French.
Can we find his original tweets, Poseidon?
Whose?
Oh God.
So this is what it says in French. This is what the guy writes. So we'll retranslate it back to English if we have to. So the guy writes, "J'ai une devise." So here he goes, have an idea. La vie est trop courte pour les lacets ou pour divertir les suprémacistes blancs juifs avec autre chose qu'une balle dans la tête. Life is too short to please all these white Jewish supremacists with anything other than a bullet in the head.
Oh my God.
This is the guy that got the fucking
This is the
contract.
guy doing the sensitivity training.
Yeah.
But in all fair, is he Palestinian?
Yes.
Wait, did
The
you?
plot-
Are you
Yeah,
telling
so
the
he
truth?
writes the other thing. Vous connaissez toutes ces grandes gueules pleines de merde humaine, ces suprémacistes blancs juifs. Lorsque nous,
I like that he puts them together.
lorsque nous libérerons la Palestine et qu'ils devront retourner d'où ils viennent, ils redeviendront des salopes chuchotant à leur maître suprémaciste blanc
D'où vient-il?
séculier.
I always wondered that.
Sorry?
When they say go back to where you came from, like where did they come from?
No, yeah, that's the most complicated thing when you're dealing with the Jews. Yeah.
Because Thessaloniki is pretty full. I don't know if we can take more people.
He has all this hatred on his social media
So
thing
basically
against
he's-
francophones. He hates the
Oh, he hates
language.
francophones too.
Yeah, the francophones.
I gotta
Obviously
find
the
this guy's
Jews.
Twitter.
God damn.
He was in the U.S. He
What's
went
his
to the
name?
On
On Twitter?
His name?
With a Y, Laith.
Laith, Laith, Laith Marouf, Marouf, Marouf.
Hashtag Laith Maroof.
So yeah, he has a bunch of posts. He went to the Lincoln Memorial and he took a selfie with him pulling the finger and saying, "Here's what I think about your
Wow.
stupid colony."
All these tweets are
Wait,
protected.
what?
Yeah.
He hates the U.S.
Only
too?
approved followers can see life.
He went to the
What
Vietnam.
a pussy.
So this is a.
Here's a go. The only thing more fun than watching footage of the IDF bus getting hit by a Comet missile is watching footage of Zionist brown shirts being blown to pieces, attempting to remove a Palestinian flag off the Gaza border in a trap set by the resistance. Yo, this guy is hard.
Yeah. And
Wow.
also during a tour of his.
He even talks shit about Trudeau.
yeah, everything.
The PM of apartheid Canada, Justin Trudeau, talks to the most vocal Jewish white supremacists. How did they hire this guy?
That's the other question.
I think that maybe the media relations part of the government definitely needs to hire a consultant about how to hire consultants.
Yeah, exactly. So in another post, he takes a selfie with his finger up, and he was at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in the U.S. and he's like, wishing it was much bigger with the names of a few million dead corpses.
I found a better one.
Yeah.
Me waiting for the Zionist, Wahhabi, Ikhwani, and liberal house slaves of a white man and his empire to respond to my tweets, and there's a picture of him waiting. Yo, this guy doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. So he was.
I almost respect him a little for pulling this off.
He got $130,000. The question is that
I don't, because his tweets are protected and only approved followers.
Well, that's what. Look,
What's what makes it genius?
this guy. Look, I mean, the article that came out were like is obviously this
Yo,
guy.
it's crazy.
This guy's fucking crazy. But
Yo, can we get him on a fucking podcast? I'd love to know how he did this.
The crazier thing is how did this not get under the radar of the people working at Heritage Canada giving out public funds?
Well,
That's
I
quite
think you
embarrassing,
know the
actually.
answer to that.
And not only that, it's not like this is new. A bunch of Jewish groups had been for years.
The Center for Combined Jewish Appeal.
They're
always on the radio, that's why.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
Speaking against this guy, so the article goes on and says, if they had done just a little bit of research, they would have seen that he got kicked out of Concordia in 2001 because he was painting some graffiti, some inappropriate graffitis.
Free Palestine shit?
I don't know what it was. They didn't mention. And all these things. So he was kicked out of Twitter, and then he came back under like this private account. But there's a lot of screenshots of all these posts, and that's how we're getting them now. So the question now remains: who the fuck is giving out this money, and what kind of vetting is is happening.
Clearly none.
But even the minister was clueless to this, and he was made aware by Anthony Housefather, who's the MP in TMR.
Oh, face as big as a house father. I know him. Yeah.
Because and this is weird because this is within the caucus, right? The same guy, same caucus, same liberal caucus, and he came out and said, "Yeah, I understand." The minister comes out and says that we took steps and thankfully we're withdrawing the funds, but he says that I had warned the minister weeks before that we shouldn't have been given this money. We should have reacted much quicker.
This is the.
But he appreciated the fact that the minister and his department withdrew the funds. So guys,
But did he train them yet?
no,
Like, did he consult yet? Were services rendered? I want to know.
there was
Because
one,
even if he's a racist, if he did the job, I mean, shouldn't he still get paid technically?
no, he I think he gave
clearly
one.
The reason why he can't be hired is because he conflict of interest. It's called, dear sir.
That's not a conflict of interest.
Well, yeah, because he's racist towards a group, right?
Basically,
That's not a conflict of interest. That's just
Well, no, because how can you, if you're racist towards a group, of course it's a conflict. Because how can you? How can you? How can you?
Can I play
vouch-
devil's advocate for a second? Let's say
Sure.
this was many years ago, during the Second World War, right? Let's hypothetically. I know it doesn't really track the story, but stay with me. And you hired someone who hated the Nazi Party, hated them and he was Polish. Okay, he was a Polish Jew. And he
Conflict
hated
of
the
interest.
Nazis. They wouldn't call it a conflict of interest. For this guy, that's probably how I'm not defending his statements at all. They're vile, and he's hilariously evil. But he feels like the Zionists have taken his motherland from him, right? So, is it really racism when you think you're fighting a war against someone who you believe is oppressing you? I just touched on something very deep, I think, accidentally, because that can be applied to a lot of things. Huh?
could.
It's actually
Interesting.
very interesting, yeah. Because technically he is
Interesting.
losing his homeland, right?
But I mean, you can apply that same. I'm going to argue against myself now. You can apply that same logic to white supremacists who believe that the dark folk are taking their history. So I mean, it's not a.
Yeah, but there's
It's open to interpretation. So like it's a slippery
it's
slope.
not the same thing because one, there's physical proof of it, and you know what I mean. And one, there's
Can I just say? Did you notice how fast the Serbian jumped on the anti-Semitism train? I made a comment, and she's like, "Yeah, it's very smart, Phil." If
Wow.
anyone knows about occupying,
You know what?
genocide, wiping out a religious minority, it's the Serbs.
next time Olga says something dumb. Next time she says
She didn't say
something
anything dumb.
No, she didn't. But next time she does, she gets a free pass from the gulag because she dropped that comment.
So you're promoting anti-Semitism. I like it.
and all this goes back to one fundamental thing:
Serbovanje.
the people working in our federal institutions giving out public funds.
That's the real story here.
That is-
they're so stupid, and we want to give them a prime because they speak 5 words of French.
Like what? I don't understand. Like it's so simple. Type in the guy's name. Type in the fucking consulting firm that he has. And this
His
is
tweets were protected, George. How is a government civil servant supposed to circumvent
okay.
that type of high-level encryption? Come on. This is a great story. This is the feel-good story of the year for me.
this is incredible.
I wouldn't say feel good, my friend.
I feel pretty good about it.
Like how many more mistakes like this were made with public funds?
How are we supposed to know he
We
hated
already
the
know
Jews?
about the wheat charity scandal.
Or the
Can we talk
terrorist
about
that got
Arrive
paid $10
Can?
million.
Can we talk about
Let's
Arrive
go.
Can?
Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the fact that the CTV, which is not like high-level journalism, conducted a poll, which for the most part, these polls are filled out by the same 6 people. It showed that, what was the fucking number? I think 79% of Canadians are like, we should get rid of Arrive Can.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
Everyone is saying that.
yeah, but normally the proles, let's call them that, they're like, yeah, we need Arrive Can, it keeps us safe.
What does
But-
it keep you saying? Like I don't,
No, no,
I don't
but
understand.
here's
the
what people
purpose
don't
of
understand.
Arrive First of all,
Arrive Can-
nobody, they don't look at it. I crossed the border.
They check it.
In
They're
July,
not-
I crossed and I
They're
came
not
back
checking
in.
it on you. They're checking it digitally to make sure you did it. If you did it, they don't bother you. The US is even asking for Arrive Can to be removed because it's creating problems. But here's the fucked up thing. Arrive Can is not about COVID. Even the government is like, no. It has not, like, yes, we ask your COVID stuff. We just use COVID as an excuse to roll it out now. It's just a digital border crossing entry requirement.
Why? What do you need it for?
What do you mean? they want us to move towards one digital
Okay, I understand what you're
transfer.
saying. Yeah, no.
No, I mean,
my
for-
argument
for-
is
for-
like it makes no sense.
But this is a dry run for all of us using. Look, the convenience of not having to stop at the border to have my passport checked,
But you're gonna have to
especially
stop
in a
anyway.
country like fucking Germany,
Yeah.
where like I don't know if you've been to Germany in the last
No.
couple of years. They have like wanted signs up at the airports in Germany from
amazing.
Interpol.
That's amazing.
And all of the terrorists, they look exactly like me. They look. So the Germans are like, "Good morning, Mrs. Anna. How are you doing?" And you.
Oh, hold on a second,
Take
please.
off your hat.
He's
Take
taking
off
your
your
picture.
sunglasses. Step
Comparing
into
it,
the light.
comparing it on his wall.
And they take my passport and they do this to the wall.
Doesn't
Yeah, das
match.
ist gut, das ist
Doesn't
gut.
match anything.
I swear to God, one of those guys, it was me. It looked like me. I was like, yo, I didn't commit that crime. That wasn't me.
That's so funny.
I'm not Ismail Al-Hadin. I'm Philip.
Ismail Al-Hadin.
But the idea of there's some convenience to it, right? But at the same time, I'll
It's
say what Pants
frustrating.
always says,
Look,
you
it's-
could easily just revoke my digital ID like that. Like all of a sudden block
And then
it.
you're done.
But you could revoke my passport too, right? Like I'm of the school of thought that I don't like them having so much control over my personal information and personal finances. But at the same time, I don't want to be the guy who is screaming, "The internet is a scary place. We shouldn't have it."
Because
we need prints.
But let's not forget also that there's still people.
Did you
Did you
find any gold in there?
What?
Find any gold in there?
Oh no, I was just
Half his
scratching.
finger just went up his nose, just like this.
No, that's not true. It was itchy.
No, but let's not forget also that there's still a lot of people left that don't use the computers or internet or
There's a paper version of ArriveCan that you can request, which is stupid. It defies.
Yeah, there's no point.
But the idea that you get fined, like, which one is it? Do I need to show my passport to enter the country, or do I need ArriveCan?
It's the
It
same
can't
thing.
be both.
Well, because you
It has
put
to be one or the other, and eventually it will be the latter.
I think when I did it, I had to put my. Did I have to put my passport number?
I thought you were gonna say
Yeah,
that
I
you
did. I had to put
your
my
pants
passport
down.
number, so
Oh,
it's there. You have to put it in there.
I'm getting a scam call. Oh, they
Answer
hung
it
up.
live. We should connect
They
them.
hung up.
Oh, that's sad.
I like messing with them
Do you? Why are you sounding so like?
because I didn't get to mess with them.
Oh, okay.
Some sick news, guys. In,
Sick bad or sick
Montreal. Yeah, no, sick bad.
Like
bad.
sick. Like whoa, dude, that's
Sick bad
radical.
slash disgusting. So there's a
Oh,
Montreal
shit,
man
okay.
who was found guilty of having impregnated his daughter. 52-year-old man.
Follow
yeah.
up question: How old was his daughter?
Well, this was
I see a
happening.
Saint-Justin logo there, so.
No, this
Oh, no,
Palais de
Justice,
Justice.
okay.
So this was happening when his daughter was in her early 20s. Apparently, he had forced himself on her several dozen
Christ.
times, and the only way that this came out,
Did you say several dozen times?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And she's pregnant.
yeah, because he was threatening her
Congratulations.
that he was gonna kill her if she wasn't doing it. And there's a thing here that she said that once he threatened that if she wouldn't sleep with him, he would give her over to 11 men that would rape her.
Jesus.
What is the ethnic background of this fellow? I'm just wondering.
I want to see.
we
if
have a
there's
name? Way
there's name. Well, they're protecting the girl's name, obviously.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let me see the guy. I'm sure they wouldn't say the guys because
Then
then
it's
you
easy
can
to
relate
find
it
her,
to
yeah.
the girl. Yeah, no, there's no name.
No, huh?
There's no name.
I would be curious to find out who the person, the person threatening gang rape against his daughter if she doesn't sleep with him. I'd like to know their ethnic persuasion. Like, what flavor are they?
I don't think they're gonna say.
I would like to know. And that may make me a racist, but there are cultural differences in this world that I have no words right now. I'm
It's
fucked up.
disgusting. And to think that the only reason this came out was because she went and got an abortion.
Okay.
And that's how people found out about it, and they accused the father.
But wait, hold on.
She got impregnated, and she went.
This was
to-
here,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
Montreal.
this was here. Was this
In Montreal.
Montreal.
Park Extension.
No, I don't know.
Okay, so hold on. So she went to the abortion clinic, correct? How did they find out it was the father that impregnated her?
I don't know.
Like they asked her.
Maybe she went with a friend. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe
how
they
bad
asked why she wants to have the abortion.
Maybe.
She's like,
Do they ask though? I don't know how. These
I've
things
never
work.
had an abortion.
Yeah, me neither.
I
Or
don't
do you
know.
just
This
walk
is-
in and say you want an abortion? Okay, cool. Let's book.
I
an
don't think
appointment.
it's
It can't be that
There
simple.
must be like a box. The functionaries. They need to check off a box. Like why?
Or maybe she was accompanied, or maybe someone noticed that she was pregnant. I don't know. Whatever. Well, the whole point is that this story broke after she had her abortion, and that raised all these flags, and people were like,
Could
well,
this
hold
may
on a
have
second.
been Trudeau?
No, bro.
Mistaken for her father.
What do you say stupidities?
Blackface.
This is a
She
serious
was
thing.
a girl,
I mean, this
dude.
guy.
What are you saying?
This is
She's a girl.
Ah, yes, I forgot.
So confused.
Fuck.
Thank you for the alley-oop.
You're welcome. I'm just trying to crack a joke, bro, to clear the tension in the room. Because that's fucked up, bro.
Yeah. Anyways,
That's
so,
fucking...
you know,
I think incest should be one of the highest crimes in the land.
I agree with you.
And there's no such... For the record, there's no consensual incest. Like with a father and daughter.
Okay, because I was about to say, what if it's consensual?
There's no... I knew you were going to say it because you're sick.
No.
And the girl has a mental illness.
God damn.
Jesus
This
Christ.
makes it worse.
Yeah. Well, that's what the
That's pretty
father
fucked
that's
up,
what the
man.
father says. Because the father
Wow.
says that I'm the victim here because my daughter is mentally challenged or whatever. And it's like, how the fuck are you?
Oh, he's saying it's not his, like she's just mentally ill and she's lying.
Well, I don't
She
know. because-
seduced me. Is that what he's saying?
I don't know what he's saying. It's just disgusting, and I hope he stays in jail forever. And for cases like this, they take care of you in jail.
Really, eh?
Yeah, rape and
You fuck with kids, yeah.
yeah. You're
That's
done.
one of my favorite accidental byproducts of the justice system.
yeah.
Like, I think we need more of that. Yeah.
More of incest.
No, more of pedophiles getting fucking raped to death.
Oh, okay.
I think
Oh,
that-
yeah, 100%.
that
Oh,
is-
like payback is a bitch.
Because I really
Yeah.
believe that crime and punishment, like crime should always fit the. Sorry, it's punishment should fit the crime. So I got confused.
Yeah.
You know what? What you have done unto people should be done unto you.
Jesus Sidon.
Wait, what?
Do unto others as others
Jesus
do
said that.
unto you.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah,
said
would
that?
you like to have unto you done what you do to your poor girlfriend, that sweet little girl?
Actually, I wouldn't mind it, to be honest.
Jesus
so.
Christ, I didn't know you were into that. Bro, Poseidon fucking progressive and kinky as fuck.
Speaking of disturbed men,
Put the whole thumb in.
speaking of disturbed men, another.
Ah, sí, cabrón. No, but okay, so let's
Yo,
say.
where the fuck is Pantelis? Is he coming?
Oh, you know, he has a.
Oh, he's out.
He's
Now you
an
realize.
important meeting.
Oh, I didn't know. I just thought we were waiting on him.
No.
Yeah,
Now you asked.
we're almost done.
Come on, like a,
Bro,
no,
it
no.
flew by. It flew by.
So I'll give you an example. So I think if you molest a little girl or a little boy, I think you should be strapped to a table, and you should be
hear this.
repeatedly fucked by machines with dildos attached to said machines.
Why you gotta make it so easy on them? Fuck the dildo. Just leave the pipe on.
Oh no, because or the pipe, yeah, because the machine won't stop, and it's just gonna keep fucking ramming them in the ass.
You know
and
what worries
throat.
me about that punishment? Some weirdos might be into that.
No. That's gonna be. No. There's no way.
I just saw Jesus Sidon in the chat, and I read Je suis Sidon. I'm like, I don't know
that's
why.
funny.
That should be on your t-shirts. Je suis Sidon.
Yeah, no, it's disturbing, and I
It's
agree with Phil.
Is that him?
No, that's another.
Oh,
that's
okay.
another.
It's like, that guy looks Greek. Oh no! Oh, he is Greek.
No, he's not. Yeah, but I'll tell you why I'm bringing up this story. He's not Greek. Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's a funny coincidence how the tables turn.
Nasty. Behave yourself.
Anyway, speaking of disturbed individuals, another man in Laval.
Sorry to interrupt you, George, but I am a ethical rapist. I rape the rapist.
Seems gay, but okay.
Sure.
You're not the hero we
my own dick, bro. That's gay.
You're not the hero we need. You're definitely the hero we deserve. Tell me about this Greek-looking fellow.
Yeah, so I saw this title, the headline, and it goes, Laval man charged with indecent exposure in Parc Bernard Landry in Laval.
fuck, not my
and then they
uncle
have this
again.
picture, and I'm like,
There's a park named after Bernard Landry.
why not? Yeah.
That's hilarious.
All premiers get
He's
something.
not that. Okay, fine. Whatever.
okay.
We love Bernie
I'm writing that
Landry.
down.
And then they have
ethical
the picture,
rapist.
and I'm thinking, oh shit, this guy's Greek for sure, especially in Laval, but he's not Greek.
Oh, he's Portuguese.
It doesn't really matter. No, he's a French man,
Oh,
and
he's the Greekest looking Quebecois guy I've ever seen.
Yeah. So this other sick individual thinks.
So what did he do? I spaced out.
This guy. Wait, because the article is blocking here. Let me refresh.
Refresci. Refrescimone.
Anyways,
on,
look,
Alex.
this is a guy that goes to parks, sees young women, grabs his junk in his pants, and then drops his pants entirely and just stares at the girls.
In flagrante, eh?
God damn, man.
Yeah. So okay.
So he's a masturbator.
He is. So the article is bugging over here. Anyway,
I mean, who
and
is he?
It's not the first time he's What did you say?
Who is
I mean, who isn't?
I mean, a public masturbator?
Oh no, because you just said just
No,
masturbate.
no. A public there are 2/3 of people in this room who are not public masturbators. Let me check my math.
I'm not a public
That
masturbator.
statistic. Oh, I wasn't talking about you, buddy.
66.
Oh,
Fucking car ride conversations here. Why do you think you can't do it on a bike?
wait, what?
You can't do that on a bike. Oh, come on, man. Come on.
Anyway, so a lot of sick individuals out there, guys.
Yeah, it's,
I don't know what the fuck is going on. What would possess a man to fucking go to a park and start?
Drugs.
No.
Oh, what the fuck did we just get in the chat?
Whoa.
We're talking too much about sex, bro.
Yo, get these motherfuckers out of here.
Who then?
Love Chat 1XYZ. #1 adult dating site.
What the
Fix
fuck?
this. Make it go away.
I don't see.
No, this is funny. I'm keeping it.
No.
Oh, look at the mouth emoji. Is that boy, girl?
Mouth emoji.
I don't see anything. I don't know what you guys talking
Is that boy, boy?
What are you talking about? There's no mouth emoji.
I can see it.
I don't see a mouth
Anyway,
emoji.
let's talk a little bit about that visit of
We
the
got bots in the
German
chat.
Chancellor to
Chancellor.
Canada. The German Chancellor is seeking new streams of energy going into Germany and eventually, obviously, Europe.
Can we interest
did
him
you
in
see
some
what they
natural
said?
gas? Some petroleum?
Did you see what they said? They said,
Is there internet here? Is it down? Is the internet down?
No,
it's fine.
they were saying you guys shouldn't use water. You shouldn't use water. You should just use a damp cloth to wash yourselves.
Who's this? What are you talking about?
This was in Germany. That's what they told the people.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
not
there's some
to waste-
weird energy and climate stuff being spewed in
And in the
Europe right
UK,
yeah.
So I
you
wouldn't
can
put
go
it
to the
past them.
doctor. You can go to the doctor and get a what do you call those?
An enema?
A prescription.
Oh.
Saying that you're too poor to pay your energy bill, and the government will give you money.
Okay.
Why would a doctor be able to quantify you as
it's
too poor?
Because being poor now is an ailment.
Nonsense.
Yeah, your silence says it all.
Yeah. So the German Chancellor is here, and here's what's fascinating
My
about.
brain hurts.
Yeah. I can't believe it. I've been sitting here for 2 hours.
No, I sort of. This is a thing. You guys search it up.
So here's what's happening, and this is what I find strange because when we first heard that he was coming into Canada seeking energy, source of energy for Europe, immediately our mind goes to natural gas.
Oh, that's not
or-
where my mind went.
Okay, where did your mind go?
The Germans show up looking for new fuel. I mean, you know where my mind
Anyway,
went. Wood. They wanted to burn wood.
Okay.
For the trees that we
Right.
buy from the U.S. The softwood lumber dispute.
Okay.
What did you think, George?
I don't know. I don't know.
Easy, Lath Mahoof.
Anyway, so they put that aside. No natural energy, no natural gas, none of that shit, which is ready to go now. You know, we have liquefied gas.
They're not interested in that stuff.
No,
What
they,
do they want?
They're investing in this new source of energy called hydrogen, green hydrogen and blue hydrogen. Let me tell you what the difference is.
I mean, hydrogen does seem like it's a good source of energy.
Apparently, it's the new thing. I know
Not
that
new, I mean, we have hydrogen-powered cars already.
Isn't
yeah.
hydrogen really dangerous?
Not as dangerous as you'd think. There's hydrogen. The cells can be dangerous, but not more dangerous than like.
I know in cars they found a way.
where they
they-
separate it in case of a
Yeah,
collision.
exactly.
Here's the thing
And
about green
I really wanna
hydrogen.
buy a fucking-
green hydrogen is produced by splitting water molecules using electrolysis, powered by renewable energy.
But we can't do that. We need the water. We can't start wasting water.
Like, hold on, I have a question. Let's say you power your house with hydrogen, and a fire starts.
I'm sure there's
Does
some
your
kind of
house
safety
blow
built in.
up?
I mean, if you power your house with natural gas and a fire starts, your house blows up. We've been doing that for hundreds of years.
Excellent point.
Thank you.
Take back what
Moving
I said.
on.
So yeah, so Germany's looking for green hydrogen. So that's splitting the water molecules. Canada is also looking to produce huge amounts of blue hydrogen.
What is blue hydrogen?
That's the kind derived from natural gas, but with the accompanying carbon dioxide emissions trapped with carbon capture and stored back underground.
That seems complicated and dumb.
Yeah.
Let's do the other one.
And then currently, almost all of the hydrogen made in Canada, which is about 3 million tons, this is back in 2020, is made from natural gas without the carbon capture technology. So this is called gray
So
hydrogen.
we're taking natural gas
Mm-hmm.
and instead of burning it and creating CO2, we're doing a more expensive, more complicated process
by
by
extracting,
extracting hydrogen and then still putting CO2 in the atmosphere. That's what they're doing.
Yeah,
Seems stupid.
yeah. But the green hydrogen, from what I understand,
The
is
green one seems like a good idea.
look. Because this announcement was made in Newfoundland, but there's already a company in Nova
Why'd you
Scotia.
pronounce it like that?
Newfoundland.
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 Why are you saying it like that?
Newfoundland.
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 Fucking
Newfoundland. Anyways, so basically, there's a company in Nova Scotia that already is underway, and they plan to use the wind power to create hydrogen and ammonia. So that ammonia basically would be shipped to Germany, where it could be used as fuel to replace their natural gas, or it could be converted back into hydrogen.
Isn't hydrogen just everywhere? Isn't it like the most prevalent
I don't know. I
atom,
don't know.
substance in the universe?
Well, I'm guessing you probably need the natural gas
I guess
to
you need to
extract
like
it.
extract it
Yeah,
or
yeah.
purify it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Hydrogen probably is the future of power until we figure out fusion or fission. Which one do we
I thought
have?
nuclear was the future.
Nuclear is the short-term future, but like long term, hydrogen probably is an easier and
Because this is purely
more readily
this is-
available.
yeah.
What about
Anyway, so
anti-gravity?
what?
Oop, there goes gravity. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
What did you say?
Anti-gravity.
Anti-gravity.
Yeah.
What is that?
The opposite of gravity.
Okay.
Hit him. Get up and fucking punch him in the mouth.
Jesus, fuck, I don't understand what you're saying, bro. Anyways,
Why would anti-gravity be a power source?
I'm just fucking with
so
you.
they
guys.
want this to be
psycho.
done by 2025. Canada believes that they'll be ready by then. And this is what about 2
What
years.
does the Minister of Heritage have to say?
yeah, nothing to say. Anyway, so they're planning to create, a corridor to allow for this to happen. Germany is going to start already changing the installations in their homes to provide for this new
do you know
source
if
of
in
energy.
this deal they stipulated whether or not after we've given them all our hydrogen, can we buy it back from them at an increased rate?
That would be the smartest thing
High
to do. We
tariffs.
already do that anyway,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I like it. Let's do it.
No, but
Somebody, by the way, when I was in Greece,
Yeah.
I pumped gas and I was like, wow, that's a lot. He goes, why? How much is it where you're from? I'm like, well, I'm in Canada. It's this much.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, why is it so expensive in Canada? I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, don't you guys have like all the fucking oil in the world? I'm like, yeah. He's like, and you still pay that much? I'm like, yeah. He goes, you guys are stupid. I was like, yep, we're stupid.
I just find
US
it.
has- US has a
I
crazy
just
amount
find
of
it. I just
reserves as
find it
well.
unfortunate again for the Western part, especially for Alberta, that has all these things ready to go for liquefied natural gas. That unfortunately won't make it to market. They're still not going to bring it to the Atlantic, and we can deliver this right away into Europe. They need it, so we can get that
Is it
out.
not a clean energy source?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I
There's,
know that, like, I don't know how much.
there was a project here in Quebec to liquefy gas, and they canceled it. Legault canceled it. I don't know exactly. Look, I'm not an expert.
Look, I'll
I
be
don't know.
honest. Climate change discussions aside, I still think we should start moving towards cleaner energy if it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, whether you think we're in imminent danger yet or not, like, it doesn't make a difference to me. Like, the second you burn something and it makes black smoke, you probably shouldn't be using it. Like,
What if I like
we needed it,
dirty
we used
energy?
it. Let's start figuring shit
I
out.
just think that it's about time that we woke up to the reality that we can be a serious power in clean energy worldwide. And
In
that we
energy in general, it
In
doesn't have
energy.
to be clean.
And that we should start looking at ways of exporting it. And it's good. It's a good thing. In exchange for all this, there was also an agreement made with Germany to produce all the batteries and all the whatever technology is used for electric cars for Mercedes and Volkswagen. So
Why don't we have our own Canadian car? I wish we had a car.
what would it be called? Do you
the
think
Maple Leaf.
the Maple Leaf?
Yeah, I like it.
The Moose.
The Moose is a good name.
The Moose
like,
would be
like a nice 4x4.
You call it like Manitou.
a model.
Manitou.
Oh, hold on. What would be the car brand?
That's what we're talking about. Okay, let's do this for a
Hold on,
second.
hold
I know
on.
you guys
Yeah,
want
this is gonna be fun.
Hold on. Okay.
what would
So
be the
where would
car
it be
brand?
made? Which part of the country would
It
manufacture
would obviously be Ontario since
Yes,
they're,
absolutely.
they already have the
Fuck 'em,
industry.
let's do it here, bro.
Quebec.
We have the space.
I don't know
We
with the
become
unions.
and then down the line we become Detroit.
yeah. Ontario.
funny.
Okay, so it's an Ontario made, but it's Canadian, right?
It's Canadian.
They're headquartered West Coast, East Coast, so we don't do any Ontario
Yeah,
favoritism.
yeah. Okay,
What would
okay.
you call the brand?
Oof, this one's difficult.
True North.
No, I knew you'd go there.
Yeah.
No.
North Star.
Wasn't there a
Oh,
car already
no,
named
Polestar.
North Star?
Polestar.
Polestar.
Yeah.
No.
Polestar.
They're
North
from
Star?
like the Scandinavian countries. They're way ahead of us,
The North,
buddy.
I think I remember North Star. Sounded like a car.
Yeah, okay,
like
no.
a Chrysler North, Star, or some
maybe.
shit
Okay,
like that.
fuck North Star. Borealis.
Wow.
That's pretty
Tundra.
good. What? That's a car.
No,
There's a
no,
car
that's a
already
model,
that
yeah.
exists.
Borealis is a better model
Borealis.
than a car brand.
Yeah,
we need
you're
to
right,
name it
you're-
something indigenous.
No. Why?
Koyanaskatsi.
Okay, bro, calm your tits.
Wrong part of the
Calm your
Americas.
fucking tits, bro, because I didn't understand a single word you just said.
I said one word. It's koyanoskatsi. It means earth and out of balance.
Oh, okay.
It's a good movie.
Maybe something with mountains.
No. Like,
No.
let's think of car brands. There's Toyota, there's Ford. What's a Canadian animal?
Beaver.
It doesn't have to be an animal. Well, no,
no.
because look at Mercedes,
Like,
look
I
at
would imagine us
BMW.
fucking it up and finding something stupid like that, like the goose.
No. Hold on.
The loon. Loon.
The loon.
You can't call it loon. Loons are fucking...
I love the moose.
Moose is okay,
That's a
but
model.
That's a... Manitou.
No.
Isn't that just native for elk or moose?
Bear.
No, Manitou is... What's a Manitou?
I think it's a
caribou.
bear. Oh, maybe.
Oh, no, caribou is a caribou.
Yeah.
I think Manitou's a moose.
Whatever. We've gone way.
Kodiak, nah. Kanawake? What? You're not even trying, Jorge. Come on.
Yeah, seriously.
Hold on. Okay, one more minute of this.
Yeah.
I've stopped thinking. I don't even know.
The logo is a Canadian maple leaf, but stylized. Like, that's beyond question. It has to be.
Yeah.
But you call it...
Like instead of like, you know how the Mercedes has the little thing in the front, like you'd have a maple leaf.
Yeah. Yeah, but like stylized a bit. No? You don't like it?
No, hold on.
Like a little maple leaf sticking up on your hood.
North Star was probably the best one we had.
I think we should just call it the moose.
Who's a famous...
Oh,
I got it.
oh,
The logo is a maple leaf, but like kind of cool. And it's called Drake.
Drake.
Drake Automotive. Like Tesla, right?
Nah.
Drake Automotive.
McDonald. Laurier. I don't know. Just pick a famous... Oh, who's someone who everyone likes who is a prime minister?
Well,
Who's
where
everyone
does
love?
like let's say it's a luxury brand. Where does Mercedes come from?
It's the daughter of it's his daughter's name. Mercedes. The creator of Mercedes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it was their last names.
No, it was his daughter's first
No,
name.
no,
It was
Mercedes.
his daughter's
No,
name.
because it's Mercedes
No, it's
Benz.
German also.
Really?
Yeah. Benz is something else. It was added after. They
No,
acquired someone.
Mercedes Benz.
Hugo.
Name
Hey.
meaning.
Easy, Serbi. Hugo. We call it the Nada. Canada. Yo, Canada with a K. You call it Canada with a K. Canada Motor Vehicles. Is no one else into this?
Hold on, our Canadian military is brutal.
Carcajou. Yes. Yes, Carcajou. What is a Carcajou? I don't know what a Carcajou is.
Carcajouks.
Carcajou. What's the most famous place in Canada? Banff.
No.
Isn't it?
Royal, just royal.
I'll
The
do you
Royal.
one better so it can be bilingual. Real. Real is Middle French for royal.
But then people will be like, real.
Real's Royce.
No, okay, now that's too real.
And they can call it real, but you put an accent in there so the Quebecois are
Yeah,
happy too.
real, yeah.
Real. And then some guy from out
I could get. Hold on,
See that you Canadian made electric
on.
real?
hold on. That has
no,
a nice
some guy
ring
from out of
to
the
it,
regions
though.
in like Cincy or
Real.
something. Hey, Montreal, c'est
Hey,
c'est la
some
même
guy-
chose, ça.
But even,
C'est vrai, ça, Real.
but hold on. Even if you speak
people
real
named Real
French,
and I was broken.
even if you speak real French, you know, je m'en vais acheter un Real.
No, but Real is a name.
Real.
Have you never met a French guy named Real?
No.
It's like Real Marie.
Real, because
They're
it's-
always named Real
Because
Marie.
also a common theme of Canada is the Royal Canadian Armed Forces, the Royal Canadian Infantry Corps. Like they
Look,
use
I
royal.
don't like the idea of hearkening back to the monarchy, but I like it as a name. And
or
it's a maple leaf that looks like a crown.
How about monarch?
what's our Canadian Secret Service? You're saying-
CSIS.
No, okay, no, Real.
Thesis is desist.
Real, yeah, Real.
Real. And then like your entry level, like your hatchback, your little one, your 3-door, it's like the Beaver. It's little. It's
We're gonna
Beaver.
go to
And the
animals.
trunk doesn't
This
open
is-
like wait. The trunk doesn't open like this. It goes like that, like a beaver tail.
Go smell like
Yo.
Go smell like
Patent pending.
That's how stupid we
Hold
are.
on,
We're like, you're gonna create something nice and then ruin it all with like cringy
No,
names.
I mean, no, the entry level is
beaver.
the beaver.
the
No,
duck,
the Real,
the moose. The moose is your 4x4.
The moose is your 4x4. And you have like a little, like a guruna, like an off-road one. It's like a Wolverine.
Okay.
Real's
the
a good
off-road
name
one.
brand.
What?
Real's
Yeah.
a very good
Is
name.
the
brand.
off-name brand?
The off-road.
Oh, the off-road.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like I don't know what it is. Or you just go with a name, like Bombardier did. That always works. Just named it
Bombardier.
after themselves. But like there's the three of us. So what would we call it?
Yeah,
Le
yeah.
Chandrizo?
Le Tant.
You can call it Balabano, but you write EAU instead of O at the end.
Balabano.
The moose would be a pickup truck.
We just said that.
No, you said
That's
SUV.
an SUV.
Oh, okay.
Pickup
Yeah,
truck
it would
would
be
make
like,
sense.
and the logo on that one has like a Ram logo, but it's a moose.
So we copy Ram.
Ah.
Yeah, we just rip everybody off.
Yeah.
And they're all electric. All
No,
electric.
Why?
Except in Alberta.
Powered by the Canadian sun. So they
No,
only
they
work,
run on
they all-
syrup, bro.
yeah, buddy.
Castor Motors. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
that's not bad.
That's a good one.
Oh, that one's a good one too.
Until we get into a big fight with our competitor, Pollux.
What?
Castor and Pollux? Nobody.
Nobody.
Somebody in the chat's going to get
Negative.
that.
No idea.
too vague.
All right, back to the news.
So there you go. So we're gonna have a
fuck it,
deal.
let's just wrap it up.
We're gonna have a deal with Germany. So we're gonna be producing.
Bro, is Joker's Magnet even trying? Cardu.
Joker's Magnet is dropping heavy acid early in the morning right now. Cardu!
Cardu.
So I just
hey,
find-
did you get that? Did you see that recent release of the Cardu,
Cardu,
bro?
I did it.
So all this to say, guys, I think
Face Off is a good name too. I like
I
it.
think it's exciting. I think it's exciting that Canada is going to be part of the supply chain of all these of Germany's
I'm
automotive
excited
industry.
about getting paid in euros.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
I don't like that they're.
It's about time we take our place in the world.
I don't like that their money is different sizes.
I hate that.
I don't appreciate
Oh man,
that.
I hate that, dude. Why?
I
hate
know
it.
that it's for the blind.
I like the colors. Like what we have is perfect. I think
We have the perfect
Same
currency.
size,
Just
different
use
colors.
Brailles.
We
'Cause
have
you go
the
to the
Bro,
US.
even our money is gay.
No, I like our money.
No, our money's good.
Our money's
US
amazing.
money's annoying because it all looks
It's
the
all the
same.
same. It's all the same.
EU money is hard because you open up a 50
You feel like
and
you're
your
playing.
fives
No,
fly
but
away.
you feel like you're playing Monopoly. Fuck.
Yeah, but like just put Braille in the corner. The blind understand Braille. They speak Braille.
Yeah, they all pretty much all do. And if they don't, that's their problem.
I mean, if
Like
they don't,
I feel stupid. Like when I go to Greece and you have the $5 bill,
Let
the
me just-
€5 bill. It's fucking
So
little.
how much was it?
It's like
25. Here's a 20. Here's a 5. Like it's the tiniest shit in the world. The 10's a good size. The 20's a perfect size.
The 100 is way too big, man. It's like a fucking flag. You're waving.
You take it off.
Borealis.
Bro, we said that.
That's
Oh,
the
we did.
first name I suggested.
You said
No, you said Boreal, but I was.
No, I
like,
said
No, you
Borealis.
said Borealis.
Also, you don't know the term Borealis. You only think you know it because I said it 6 minutes ago, and it nested in your subconscious.
I think
No, I know
Castor
you
Motors is probably by far the best suggestion
No,
we heard.
Real.
Except there's no
Real.
beavers out west. There's no maple leafs out west either. That's it for the morning
All right,
show,
guys.
guys. It was a fun show. It was lacking in Pantelis, but what it lacked in Pantelis, it made up for in George.
I was gonna say made up in gay. Because we're 3 gay men.
This has been the morning show. It was a good show. It ended on a low note. George, Jiggity Chan Drizos, as he's called by Pantelis, the host of many a podcast, the Backstage Podcast, Car Ride Conversations, The Velodrome, that's his new one where he rides a bicycle, Rickshaw Chronicles, also coming soon, and Just Us Fathers. We should call it Just Us Fathers.
Just as father, yeah.
Just Us Fathers sounds
Or
better.
you should
'cause
call it just us
I like
poppies.
just as dad. It brings like a cool little thing to
You
it.
should call it Forgive Me Father for all the mistakes I made.
I know what we're gonna
The
call it.
Poseidon 69 over there, producing the show, doing things that producers do, also doing things that they never should. His shorts, too short. His finger, too deep in his nose. The anti-Semitic and homophobic shit he said today alone could flood the world in tweets. But he did get that new contract consulting for the government. My name is Phil Balabanos, and I know that's why you're all here, just to hear about where to find more about me.
He should call it
Balabanos.com. I'm fucking talking.
Solo nosotros los papis.
Okay, yeah, he had to Google it. He had to translate that. That's what he was doing.
Patreon.com/Pantelis, where you can get better stuff than this. This is not a Patreon exclusive, thank God. Because why? Why would it be? You can get early access to all the stuff that's happening there. There's also bonus tapes, all kinds of cool stuff. You can also see Poseidon's hit podcast, In Bed with Poseidon. But if you were,
wouldn't call it a
if
hit.
you do what I do, boycott In Bed with Poseidon, because he's an asshole. Also, panteliscomedy.com, where you can find all the tour dates, all the lives, all the archived episodes, see stuff we've done, stuff we're doing, what's happening. Pantelis, not here today, but follow him too at BigP4H, and we will see you guys on Friday. He'll do me a favor and smack him when I'm gonna smack him right fucking now. Hey! Right now. Come here.